year. That's on a specialized natural mineral water at IHE and a Best Point Savings and Loans Limited. Make I was a ne that ya wada. September busumini de to so edu ebako. September 11, 2025. September 11 in the history of the world, particularly the US of A. That time no NIT a friend symbol. Akwaye okobombo a World Trade Center. NIT Osama bin Laden Nidin. So okay, those times. At the time, me were training college. And I not ya makwine. And na mabe fie me kosra me brother Penny. May his beautiful soul rest in perfect peace. At that time, no deprosi ever win back. It me ko spending me vacation no ever in chain. It me TV ho, TV ho ah me hwe TV na me hu se. Hey, ni ekosuni. Okay, Cambo Mua to be free Mua in fear porpor eduno 24 years ni. Sumanguru, you know what you're showing. Manchester, you know, Sumanguru, you know what where they get, what you're showing. It was your for enough from. What's that to do, you know? Why, you know, yes, and why you know what you're showing. Get your Israel, come I get Ethiopia, and some about a trim. Sadia na me wiase dane butui, it affected everything. Enye US phone kwa na omunya omho kan yo. The entire world. Ewia meka was say ye WhatsApp number ye di adwuma no 059 853 7379 059 853 7379. Odo message ne ba ye beken kan kama e de amount. Enne ewie kakra bia me de me yato ekotodwem ene se enipa wodo ho ebebo won no eno na kire daache ba bia wo beduru enipa wodo ho ebebo won anamo obra kwantu mu enipa wodo ho bebo won eno na be kire sane abrabo no bekọ amawo sane wo daache ebesi aye afa entini etie nie enipa wo fa won se namfo a wo mo beben wo nipa wo fa won se namfo a wo mo ne enna etu anamon wo ne wo mo ne katrimusam wo ne wo mo na eka daada setena mu ensem no hwe wo mu yi. Choose your friends well. Choose your friends wisely. Be careful the people you keep as friends. Be careful the people you bring to your closet. What you say? Because enipa wodo ho bebo wo mo no eno de be kire wo daache sene besi akwafa sene wo daache no ebeye se ashase wodo ho ebo sebe wo mo twetwa nkofo 19 akonkonsafo akromfo wo mo a sebe oku animu a na eyi wo mo ya na wo mo twe osan enemies of progress se saafo ni bi na wodo ho abo mo a menua change baton no because abrabo na ye bo no se enipa wodo ho bebo won edru ba bi mu oden na omuntimi nyina emmoawa forget it edru ni mu oden a wohia wo momoa na wotimi san wo mo ho ekọ ba bi foforo ekọpẹ mmoa. My dear friend, my dear brother, my dear sister, change baton no but you yate asiesa enti nipa wodo ho bebo won no eno na be kire daache ko a wo hihya ma wo ho eno na be kire kwan a wo fa so aduru sa daache no fa ho bo wo mu a ebe hye wo nkran fa ho bo nia wafom no obetimi ahwe wani ase aka kire se masa ensamfon na wudi fa ho bo saafo. They will look at your face and tell you the truth. And fa ho mo wo mo a yodium wo omu hu pa acho hati asesa enekitwa we kakra bi minim se emu odu pa na wo besom yie e de ayadwuma na se ne wo besom no afa asem no afa no saa ne be ho no mo ama wo safe na wo de wafide na to no ha ye Neat FM me mind special greetings and call Emma, my listeners nyina. Obia woteme ne awie special greetings to you. I was here for na de eba e wakana wu eso no ene do so promo. Ye, aje me Mark Jerry ya ena ebeboa me ama metimi aka ho asem because I know den papa. And the band the twam ebi wom papa. Mental Health Authority wo che se ade bi ekoso ye wo se etimi hwe na ye ka ho asem na ne Mental Health Authority e ka nyina ne se Ghana ha wo mo ankasa edi wo mo ho awu wo mo ku wo mo ho wo mo ju wo mo nkwa efiri wo mo nsem no wo mo wu atofu wuo no ano ayede akosoro pa na wo che se bosom afe ene fa entamuni no enipa apem ene ahensia ena womo atu anamo se wompeso womo ju womo kra efiri womo nsam wompeso womo ku womo first 18 months 1 year 6 months ni emuntamuni no enipa 1600 ena womo atry se wompeso womo ku womo ju womo kra efiri womo nsam na data womo che se free district health information management system ababeto dwane say 2024 enipa 1174 ena womo nso eye womo adwene se womo ebeji womo nkwa e de from so mbeku womo so ate ase mbeku womo na yesi afi 2025 mu no abosumi nsia ya edikan e wo 2025 mu no nipa 475 ena womo ya attempt se wombeku womo ade we ano ohye because sani empanyifo omo ye hwehwemu abenfo no omo ka no obi ya attempt ya the likelihood say obesan ya try biem no associate no ewo soro pa what I say enti obi a try say obeje ne nkwa afri ne nsem a eni se yede eye fediagro na 2024 emu no enipa 134 ena omo de omo try so ombeku omo ho a omo so CD ye nipa 134 ena omo try so ombeku omo ho a eye ema wo na che se wo de 2024 de no etoto 2023 ho a ehwiri kwa nim wo hama bupen be ya aduanan ense 2023 no nipa no ekwa nim pa ekosoro pa wo de toto 2024 nipa no kosoro pa dodo no a wo mo ankasa ku wo mo ho no ekosoro enti wenum any cases a Mental Health Authority for womo ede aba what you say wenum kra na ye report to ya womo ka ho asemu. What about those ones are yan report die yan report na yan ka ho asem eji abusua ni aba bededwa eno no maje mbacho mo akwaba
ya me de
bibi aboko de
na me adom na so
yesu adom so hwe ye
yes ya de nyankopon ase
ni aba betodwa ni ye say for 1.5 months and termini no enipa roughly 1,600 and na womo ya attempt
some
womo ebeku womo womo ya attempt so womo beku womo
yeah
na yade bia ehu ehu pa ana wo de enye ohu
asembe na woken me kura meti say yes 134 kura one man person 2024 so a serious matter as o mine no it say yehwe won say first and say emran kwa the parliament atwam sanka attempted to committee sign ya jail o wadwemu
na ma depression na san ye times 2 million
so enti ne ye free wo ye free wo na de na aka say oman no ye bedwen safo no because say no man no so ho biama me ebi ehun frama afa me ho pen
so wankasa kun ho no
yes
wow
yes so fontie ne ye pa enya ade da fo mo time my wife is free mono minyenya voices awo masum oka just and they say wife no crowd say ya na voice no kaso me kan nyina wife grateful so crowd to ya dey na voice na ka che wo kra se wuwu a ye be do din ba be bo daily graphic enim asama me kan serious
wow
ye do din ba be bo daily graphic enim ama ya publish o say Jerry kra be gidin kra mo
wo no be mo san gidin
because so ye adwuma despite media nti adena nkon ho say wife egui say DMB ma na aka ya na me say na me also na so man de on be twa onye na obra panye wa abrochire no obra panye kra ba form kwa o mai kra say obra panye kra wo UK Sandra ba be form mako nto kokwala no kra de wo mu ni how I was hearing these voices.
Wow.
So
what did you do?
In fact, thanks be to my family. Thanks be to my family. And a lot happened. Normal be easy. And now, I just say, Sabreno, intina be behave abnormally. As my making, na family na ba be family free cry. Edema ku dwaben ti dwaben na asem no kokosi eti me pia nwumre bi imagine ye fi nanim ho ana ka bi free ye fi ho no ye wo dwaben ahemfi run about bi e wo dwaben ra bank nanim ho eti usane am papa fi na all right eti imagine fi nanim ho a na ana ka bi free soro ho ba say nye ka na ebe to mo cha say na me de yanko I'm telling you
visible ayiba.
I just asama me catch no. Ana I say me hu se me wiase asam bi. I say me wie ya ba. Eti me gina wana wo bisam sa. Me auntie ba ko no say jo wo gina wa ya den. Me tu America. Me so America.
How so America na wo kwen?
I just say I don't know. Me hu say I am being controlled
by something.
Sika ura na kofa ma sha okon biama asema me catch no I recollect every word. Wow. You see na nyame ya madom amrante be so mi mu e de me kofi biama ya bobo mi su a de omo ya nyina mi hu and yes,
but still, the voice
yeah. At the end of the catch him say me jam ho kra no mo pay me ye.
Wow.
Yeah. Eti everywhere and my mentality. E wo woman wo mu ku wo ho no. It's a sign outright. In fact,
nyo mo pe.
Ne
pia wo no so.
Nya asem ketewa. In fact, me de a project bi ase me so na me bo nyankopon pa yes. Obema sa project no. Betima execute. I've registered my foundation na me tutu anamombi. Enti ma perception about so obi akoku no na ade na woto na akoku no ho ade na
makwa na enye easy.
Wunipa no wunnim dia woka. Enye easy. Biama no ma fa mani so no. Miami will say yes. Na me catch us no me fa mani so no na me nkai ameboa enya say bia me kai every bit
I see how we there sa thoughts na
ma free ho e ma biem if you was
at early part
early part na me why free money there
na ye consistent
biama ja enti womoma me ni obi na eda.
Oh, okay. Our family be hui.
Enti I stopped driving.
Yes, I will go the concert to create a big crash.
Man drive for some weeks. The driving crowd there, in fact, one more years and and to say my driver some wife for January, year April more. It's within that period in the day and I wasn't driving. Within that period there be the power me. In that meeting me wa anti na one more eboa me aja so for ne psychologists be honestly speaking
and with this you bet me aka say when people with such intentions and access I dream bon tuma ye ja wo nko being alone no a
contributing factor e ka ho papa anything na me sha say me ka say saafo no e te so man mu no yitimi e boa wo mo hiamoa because abre na me gina efi nanim no na enye nyankopon so mo kra do mo nim say because ye din komo de me wan say ade ne ka me say me so nko gina nanim me gina nanim nso fortunately for voice okro no na car be free me left side there ba no so enye car na ebe to mo sha toto na say sana de ne ko ye yo
etenya wanti na betia
mu etemi antene ti on tiam ni mirika mi tu ye ba ko no say wo mo say bibi is not right no so no bibi is not right
you say ne be obi heavy
there be na say ya na yet ya gra wo mo si mi di ba na me kon no aduane na sa abre no so no sa mamre kwan so say mi di esoro aduane timi ana bi jeje ne mo akeka wo mo fo say mi di ne mo wo mo kra nim say
bi a wo gem fra me bia na wo
ye ko bi
obi adwena ma wo so sa
mirika womo samena menam ha biama forces a egwo no mentality about woman eku womo ho no ni nyina sesan it is a yamboa woman
na be remain helpless mena me ka kiro di padodo sen no no wo ba bi a di pa ben no di padodo sen normal form so na nyipa na yer person so kwa kuku no ho e na obi wo so kura ni power no ho bad onya obi o ni be din komo
hwe biama madam fo ye fe no di ande refa wo fa kwaku na menka ya busua emfa ncheme ente se me kabat esi ya eye public knowledge e won kokko unse kokko OA bakery OAT bakery maame no tama mo nkoko na me managing businesses bebre ma no obusi kapapa ono timi yi $12 million on so nko school da but on was signature ante sa akoko enti na osebu o backlist na ba akoko ete sa akoko wutu me kwa ofa so signature
o fa sign come mama
but say signature no oh ya no aka to say hia me sika ya me signature ya me san sa akoko am siri me sika yi no na nyina na ya pa CD enti na the bank pa ye backlist formerly backlist and your friend was saying backlist that time na ne man ye mienu ofa kwaku na epenye dia make nkokofo nim hwe maame ni sika owo obi otimi sign and not try to make it transfer of $12 million. As $12 million as some can year 2014.
Okay.
2014 we are not to fidie bi a ye de to pan no. It's a brofo no every Germany and no mobile because mo kra no obi nto we quantities are nipa ba ko pento quantities e boom za.
No mba be hwe de kodi ode be ye.
So ma buy be ye installation de man no.
Wow.
$12 million or the to fidie. Ah de we be twe pan no de be bo pan no de be ye we de be or to ni nyina hwe such a woman na ne ba bema or ye panyin na ke de ni hia no asase so. Hwe se wo konkoko a se wudru nkoko ba bi akwan na moamoa no bypass ne so articulated na apake back one wo ya fo na wo right abrosan bi si wo ne ba ne dia se wo hwe wo left a abrosan kese pa asu autum sa dan no doso maame ne dia o de be hotel wudru be poso ne ade a adan a
ojeta waye
ansakra ba bi otopa no na gaza mu no go oto no go dru autum se
ni nipa wa fa won kro
otua mo ka hwe nipa dodo afo amotu amaka but bra kwaku one morning womo ye adwuma na edura no pa na amafo coffee
o why
she obi akotu pa no na o cha she obi apene de antente obi akuta ni sika
obi aye busy
ana aye ni nua kuma no your friend is
rekasa
me have ni nua kuma no ana na ye ncha na kwaku no akọ inside say womo koto kuku emre no womo ofie wo sa no womo ti pay no womo ti ya no womo nim say articulator
tie na
apan asem yesin kokko
Jesus
itu womo kra de obi an benfi na articulator ama no womo do womo di womo yo business womo amete wo
ene de okoto kokko ne beba
enti de okoto kokko ne ba ye no ena odi kokko no koma brakwaku okoko bra demu a brakwaku ne damu jame wabotu yakun wabonu hutu yakun
obobna
asem si fie hodade no enti the question is yes eti show eti obi so beka se eya ahokere
nya ahokere
we na me so obi ana ma metimi asa 2014 $12 million edi kran fidie firi amano ne so de beto pan no eti the ban at that time the ban crown latest Mercedes no money ade ekuta omo nkoko oboni hutuo ekone ho nti so obi ka kire o say
ne na kasabu na
sum no na no ye she eti me die to me 2023 no
na wote na
me te say ye na me kwa me bisa me anga na say wo fa kwaku edem pa na wo fa kwaku ehia wo ediem pa sa no bi enka wo fa kwaku ediasem but media 2023 no na me te na say ye ene minyan enyo no a eti so bi ka to so obi ho chiri nturo koku no a enye no kre yente ka na medical doctor ebeto odwa daily grab na wen yes am say East Legon ho baby medical doctor because no wa konfo a wo mo ko ni fie wo mo ko twa ye hwe cars na esisi wo na hwe fie a otim swimming pool a na egom
nya ho kyerasem
enti enya ho kyerasem
ebi ya ho kyere
ebi ya mo enti ana ebinom de yadwe ko so nipa no ho kyere na na ebi a oni de obedi mpo no koku no ebi eka ho bi ye nyi mfirim but and also can one of the major factors in the home. Enti biama a year topic it is a yes can ho asem na mesre say menya contacts bi ye be contact womo na ebia ebenada
ye ba
wo on say man de mo no mo kasa on be contacts no amede be ma na free bi because womo provide the mental health authority na provide ni pa ye betima free womo na womo be boa yen say education na womo na ye expert
ye do be ba studio
ye form mre studio na womo be kire no amanimu yie na ye proper education de na say ye obi tesa na obenwe de na say wo ye adwemu ye ka say mental health na nya sabi abodamfo nkwa na ekohu debi nya abodamfo nkwa na ekohu mental health wo nipa no ho kra wo mu no utimi ko because bi kra na wadwemu obi kan kra na abufu won eba wo so bebre a ni nyina na ya adwemu yade enya abodamfo nkwa na ekohu mental health eti nyame ya adoma next week no benada no yenye sa arrangement no na yen invite bi ne no mbe kasa no mo ne omahemu ne mbe kasa yes no na make actually I'm speaking with passion because me wo personal experience and na me wo adamfo a minim so no enya wo enye susu koku no ato atwene enti ya de so omahemu no enye ade papa a bad rip and the me cry say one more so de toto ho a increase by 40%. Ebe aden it is a nipa ha na last year one more a committee suicide na afu e bia no 40 ababe kan aden tra
as the last year 2023 no yeah around 90 something
yes and just say banesa enti ya de so memu no it is say yehwe na yetime ebo saafo no ho ban ye nyina de ese yeye na ye na hwe ha ne ye de betra wa na agensem
yes ye kwan na meka wodan ya wo se kwan
oh wo de ya wo no waku no ho a wo te wa na wakoku ho obitim ka na wo te kwa na wakoku ho de ade magimi ne makoku me ho men kasa asem no
when you start hearing those voices
men kasa asem ne biara da na se ebi ato wo pen a wan kasa wo behu se de tie
Jeremy das
so me das
ewie mafo pa eti wo a wotie me minim se won so wafo de na beba so obi ebeku no ye de ka ebi ebetimi aya ho kire ebi nso nya ho kire eti de pote pa ene wom ai wose menu mienu ye hwe na yesu ho bibi nyame yadma next week nso ye bepempanyimfo aba na omone ye abekasa edi afa ho 0302243540. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
Francis.
Yeah, MAAME na with them.
Enko.
Do we are saying yet on Kani and Yaji, as face Magjelly Boachi. Na Flema Sutawachi, near Dam Mutawachi. MAAME Shirankam, Mama Mundi Munamin, Sikamo, Modina Sungium. Na ochene bi beba na oni Magjelly ni Flema ne Fada Kabram ne mudin akọ beginning record me say nkofo bi ba ni tefon be boy djuma na me hira mame sa na wi asene tie nti wo kan efficiency 12 na but we are not fighting against flesh and blood ti wi ase we na wo mu na tere bi ehunhun mu die ne honam die nti obi wo no so ti ba bi na se onyi bibi ni ya eya na me hwe ni din because ahunhun fo na kra no se bibi wo Baba je no go say o said na Magjelly kan say me die magimi makokum mame me bibien si ye me ya ya wade twa mu ni bosumi ba ko ni 2 weeks obi amakọ aye 3 times a me san be ko bio na me sika da me phone so na 2500 ni ye wia cash ka so na anadwo no me hu die me nyem ho ade ne ye me sane kun sika no ni sika bia o but no obi sika wo senyo obi ne tumi bua me 2 million ni 3 million bia kadan kwa me yem ho bone na enso bia na nka bia me fan sika no eyi sika bia isha na enso na dia nugu ase eba enti obi tumi gye ne nkwa fi ne ho a eniema nkete bi tumi si na kwam and then there is the time o kan say me say enya cancer
me da se good afternoon Yami Adrom Collins yanko
no Yanko point out, papa, let's see a mic and so man.
Yeah.
Program here at that process. I am a Japan. I dear Bakwa Biamah. Hey, Yawo Money say, actually now caught to be 80 more spinning. Now back can watch them. Actually, we be a old Donald kind. One who be see, no back say. What in a that's a bra. Would do when you have to so him say, Ampa, Biamah dear, what I said in Bray, who drew her? Yes, we pure Koduma, oh, friend on far. Ain't no sebi to be cocoon, who are Yankasi Nika. Yes, the day they say, see, be a woman, call star or how now, or the person of men. Aya do na yen pesi e beka ya asema se ya ye hu biama wo ka sema kire wo nua wonim so obeti ya boa wo no wo ka anya de obeboa wo eye reality enya de obeboa wo ntino pa no twa ne ka so obi nkoye eno dia dabraka but nka baby wo hono ma wo se ye die to wo se office we brana wo mehu ni pacho so beko ho ebe adi omo hawa na mi concern ho akonfo medica eka bi say ni say it ni sentini ni tete ya ni say or how bien ni ho wo asase we so a eni ewieye se wo koku se wo dika se wo koku se sabi ba kom wo ni ebi ntino eni boase bi ba gina pimpe na eye den ya de achi a eframa faso so a
me da say mahai you know. Afofro bra. Ma hi. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Nyame adom na so e.
Yo, macho, Adam, Habo, FM, Ato, Panada, AK Chantel.
Yo, yanko.
Mambia, my M. San Bamusidio, Musio, Papa, I know Jam against Samame. Mena Mesua and Band of Edward. There's Mambia money. When I'm more come, Mambia, a Yadiga station be a horse. Mambia, one day, any young man say, be a man say, if you also I will check home.
Sama kasa ho kyerɛ ka ho ebi nso nya ho kyerɛ.
Obo making odika enu wase bi eba no sunsun ohwe ha ne ohwe ne dikire a onso onin da so bia baby e kom so tenno obre e bia me kan copy 5 minutes na ko da da bono bla but onya bi say ma me bia ma na me kata ko da pam pam kwa kaka sen say me ma eduma de ma NDC part me fa say party aba na amafo so expect say bia kom so ato Canada ze be wasesa ne ma ko yi na so na me da so ti di mu me fa say bia me sa fa ati ti mu me da dwunji kwa keke ne be fa ka say bia the man say me hu mpo a Ewurade me nya bi kwa me buy them trust at you so say but man bia ma de e ka say
yo mate
bo no bo so no bi so the airport na e ba sre enu say e ye tenduye entente wona fiti na ko ponso o my so ya say me buy this here me na ko nyu so me ntia yan ka say boss o ma di
me da say akọ. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Eba chodi ni be afrefi.
Soja.
Nana mo akoyanko.
Wa soja ewie nyame asumbi enkan.
Enkan so.
Na menchia me amini amarjeri. The atono no last week ni moya. Na menkan no nchene we. Ma me soja. Sa sama mo ka say na obi ahye ho akonfo ana so no obi anu madura wu. Eye na enye ahokyere nko a. The situation be a obekum no. Na ojo won what mu say ojo won kwakra fi unsema na anka eye ma me soja fourth mayor etwa mu yayi mayor etwa mu yayi asem awonye bi a me ko mu no ma me soja tenya me mana me show mu do mu be ti am do no tu wani mu a te bia me jimi nkwa fi mi nsem a mwan na be show wa ma me soja anka me jimi nkwa fi mi nsem because na me hwe ebe a me bia me gina asa asem ato me na me hu de me nya me hu because me say that asem no ebe come o sa fourth me twa mu yi baby wo hona yo say ti won ko me na ma sage ho ka say e de nkwala ya me show me say me wu a ho na be hwe nkwala ma me bia me say me de nkwala ni edu e wa abado mu no ho na do mbedu anya hwe me madwuma me ye no de ya mesia me wie betimi nsin wie ye amaka say me ho nche me sa na me hwe bia me gira sa ate bia num na me hwe nkwala me show mu na ma me ja ni ma hwe din ya ka say enya hwe ibisi bia eye na me na to nkwala ni ma ja ndi me say baby ekon de I was say yenya nipa baby ewu ha obi kwa hwehwe adwuma obekọ ka na asem ni wonya cancer ni ya cancel no because enye obi na asem no tu na obetumi ahye ne ho so a after some local obesha no so de do me nipa bi won boy obegbo because asa ma nipa be beji won
Me da say ma hi.
hello MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO
Orobo yanko.
wa dan for robo ko ti watch live from Kantamanto Market, Accra, Ghana. I mean, some papa, and my partner, a putu, I'm the mind. My jelly is also, which help, and go I come at Cholo. Mimicra, me who, Daka, I am a papa, and the Kadian Panango, and the Chore. MAAME, I don't hear king. The one, are you here? And then I don't know why you here, MAAME. Me de media ko bi yam pato won ma fi ahwan sama me baba mu aba ko yabe ko da children hospital Accra MAAME hot man I mean is coming born. Hello
Me da say P. Good afternoon. Eba cho do mo radio na ma me feedback.
Madum no
Ejani mo kpanyolo.
yo makonyolo
Aha, yanko.
Hello? Talk to me, ka.
It's on Kapa Yanko.
Okay. Mr. Contribution, Katani say. I can't see anything in our system. No, man. Because I tell you, I'm not going to I know. I'll pop out the number. November, we should make it to one. I'll pop out the number. What do you say? Go more so good here. What can work on? Because I'm going to fear for the year. In the past, I'm going to start to be in. You also put 10 work on for the year. And then next day, we will be at it. So they are here. Is that the idea? I don't know. On into Nibaku, really good.
I told me, read to me kind of pa.
What you can work on to accomplish a mammy, come and get them. Then the part is out in Korea. Boom. If you are some, and you may be on the bar. There's no them Bible now.
Na eja ne mo wo a wo fa saade no mu no wo be da hu se se wo kobom paye because minim se abusua ne namfo a wotwa ho ahia wo mu hu setebia wo kom no yayi a wo na beboa wo e wo kasa kire ne mpaibo mu anya saade a wo tete sa voices ne de you can't help yourself.
What are you be a by mount sign? Abi be mount sign and the time in your budget as long as they be gathering and there's all them we have been.
That's it.
And we won't be in the market to be there. If you are so young, to be able to month by one. So that's it.
Okay.
Bye bye.
That's it. That's it. What's your tomb? Mahai.
Yeah, near by my home today.
Yamia drum fifini. Let me say, baby, I'm a koda, I'm a koda who be yanko.
I think to me, one did that. You need to go, or should you know? What's the Mr. Open, I don't have now. So I go who will take you and the nation. Remember, someone is there on the cool. We should know. Again. Yakopo Asapo or no.
Hello.
Hello, Yama.
Aha, Kasa Yanko.
Let me see you could Amano. Yama, which is Kadma, Aqualas be done. Oh, I didn't.
Afra, why? That's it. Mahai. But you didn't baby African.
Of a king, new prince.
Eh, na wonkwa ni department me amodi. O mama friend nyina me bom din. Of a New plan station to say.
Oh, new plan station, Boko. New
The
plan station, wouldn't the already whole Ghana, new plan station, the place here. About 5 years in, can't be any accident or other.
Yeda Yesu ase. Munyere mo.
Dia
mo ye no monko so anye. Why?
Oh, hey, but 5 years, who say can't be any accident. New plan station car, it will be that.
Yeda Yesu ase. Yanko.
Okay. Eh, me about me, that's we are me, madam for the father. She no, but him. What they are doing, not straight to the said again, look at the two I am on pine. Ya no papa, ya sorry, ya yet them fine. Ya quite on our situation, a coma, thing into the Canada. I could know, ya, 1 year, 1 and 5 feet, we never hear Yano. Even Yana, because that it's me a program, be now, or be me fresh, was a metric Bema. Would you like to have a cat with Jimmy? Okuma the bray, and I just almost so far that yes, so no more than he. I didn't need I am Pibo. I am Pibo because a year I have got I don't know one, sorry. One new, and you what, as you said about to they say, 1 year, what did you come up? I will are so quite the mower. Not a boo. In your mere moment, you are not for show welcome. And the comfort on your money back. Didn't you buy one and a beboa?
Me da say. My TikTokers, Musodiana Moka. Maminte Monka, why? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Hey, Dr. Newman. Young Quay.
Mami, Mr. Emilia, Maba, the man has to be right. So I don't remember. We are with your family. The friend Same, Martin Junior, Red Power Air Site. Same, my happy birthday, and who shout me. Was one of this as I come from the mountain. So I said, I would have to say, oh, that's not what I said. She said, I can feel a place to come home. You must one of the but because I said, now I've been drinking this before, but I've gone for and try things as well. And we have my the base out here, if I bet him, but to be drama, we say, what I'm going to ask, oh, mommy, or boutique, or Panama over to fetch the Antonio or Panama going and what now. No, so on it alone for about 6 to 10. Why, if she what we have, I have to move, I have to move. What you say? A hammer. The hammer power, the politics, and the other dynamic to the Casa. No, you be because, mommy, you're drinking and you're 2 years of the problem. I am from me. And I'm in a Bayama because you're doing a story to me of the problem.
May I say, good afternoon.
Biama soldier.
Hey, Alaji, what baby me for last one?
Biama police.
Alaji.
Na me kula no wo no.
Oh, on the Jano no I can't someone no Jano.
Ka jere say ya o no man ben wo.
No bet me abeme. Come here come hu na ni so. On ti me meme. On ti me meme come hu na ni so Alaji wo dey to bu fa ne shemensa. Tactics no chire me bi. E wo be say wo ya me ex there but niam a wo chire me no me de be ya ne ho adwuma. Wo dey wo dada Alaji wo dada.
Na ex no na ya bu ma ba mu. Ala o zo pete me nkoto bread no bibi o.
Oh na. Alaji eti.
Yo. Wow, Biama. Sometimes wow, nipa nya futuo. One would say, be how nipa or nipa nipa. Sometimes no ya butre maya hu entina saadi ani timitasi. Say avia bi chiru adwuma ujo a want me tiatia. Be unia u ma olu trust wo montem. Ya susu kire no. Nyamenti mbatema aka ama asunjaba. The nipa no adwuma tia me define one fast to switch obia. And one say na dwen ya ne say koye say pe no wo say ono awanya good decision. Na wa akokum hu. Emra nyame emra wo de ma ono nsu ya. Enti anya ahukire wo, anya kwam nkwa na edi kan ama no bawo. But sometimes no ya hia futuo. The bibi ha nipa pasusu nkire wo nua. Ya wo ne no trust wo ho. Na wa ma advice. Sanu sanu a menjin distance anya ma no be kwato. Enti biama program where odi buy no ehun hia Ghana ni bia pa because eta kwaso wo ye mamo a yan kasa na yan twitwanji wona yan you on floor na on my no fa no tuma papa.
Medasi Alaji. Good afternoon.
Nemo ha mini aba.
Oh, oni apenyi mejo so.
Ka tro say afternoon no there.
Where the watch me?
Brofu station.
Mate.
Ye.
Mate oni apenyi ma ha.
Ebi kan me bo abaso. Etia mark so. Na o de no crash abenya o. What one yado.
And they say my close line only last me the pass ai oni apenyi onu aba last. No crash won me on kasa. Me man ma. Ma na case watch ya.
Me ma onkra. Ka tire me nua fifi say. Onko hwehwe bosia no onko to phone fofo.
Ayo, waka.
The contribution no enti say phone me yes ya na ya.
Okay, na case watch ya.
Oh, what's me jene so?
Yo, yanko.
Ni aba hu say oman no ayetim no ane abusua na ayewo mu ne bi. Onipa ni nim say ade ha ne nua. But one da. Nti ni amestre ni se uni obi wo ho hu se otaye din ana bibisa. No what is any problem. Madam wase.
Meso meda sipi uni apenye meda se ha ana busuafo ye de yen course ni nyina ye de ebesi. 100.9 na waso egu amete ma mehwe mahu messages be mienu miensa bi ma mefa entwam na yenhwe mo bon nsɛm anɛ yɛba abɛ ekasa ede afa ho woni tuase enra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene sentwefo kuhyiaye ensema hodo bebre nkomopi ena ekoso na Michael Edwayfrey Ashalaja no CBMC 1. I am not impressed with both the address and the questions asked by the journalists. If I had been there, these are the questions I would have raised. 1. Why does the president offer foreign investors years of tax holidays and duty-free exports but fail to provide the same incentives to Ghanaian investors? 2. Ghanaians, both at home and in the diaspora, have the capacity to invest in agriculture and agro-processing to make Ghana food sufficient and even an exporter. Why is the government not supporting them but rather turning to foreign investors? Then the last one. 3. I'll say in the past, the system used by the GNTC and food distribution ensured accessibility and availability of made in Ghana products. Why can't such a system be reintroduced to protect our industries from foreign dominance? Number 4, any questions, Nedolson? Galamsey can be eradicated by deploying the military, who can also supervise proper mining operations. Why is this not being considered? 5, the national airline must be restored through a partnership between government and Ghanaians. 6, government together with Ghanaians must control all our natural resources, including stone quarrying from extraction to processing, ensuring they serve local needs first before export. And then 7, the military can also be used to support and supervise the construction of highways, bridges, and interchanges. All these initiatives, combined with attractive incentives and protection for Ghanaians, will create more jobs, generate income, and boost revenue for national development. Foreign investors will never truly develop Ghana. They will only exploit us. And no. Michael Ashalaja, and would we buy. Mamemfa Meshak Asante Dianentoaso. I was so excited to see my president availing himself for questions and answers yesterday. This is what we call good governance. With accountability. In fact, Ghana is so fortunate to have President Mahama as our leader. His personality alone is a plus for Ghana. His presentation and answers to the questions was so superb. He was on top of every issue that was raised, especially on the declaration of state of emergency on Galamsey. He gave a very solid answer. I am yet to see anybody in NPP who can match him or any challenger. Meshak Asante and Odiwei Efre Amasama. Ode Ebai. I was for ne when it's here. And some bebre and a course so and ra mampenyi ene and centrefo in mono emo na mampenyi eka se te see ya woman the state of emergency. I was here declare on a fight against Galamsey no ehun hia e was sense bia ye de agu akwan no ye hwe edi ni nyina ye adwuma mi ehunu se te se nyina ye de agu fom enso antentam ehono e na ye declare state of emergency na ye declare what just says is here anugusu a ye kase no ya wade omo a distribute over 6 million sanitary pads e de akọ ye from primary to secondary schools mu ma no maya na wo masituma ekwemu no amomu nyina bi a chese wo mo yusu afei mampanyi side betu dwase see the single spine salary structure no atonsium and na what chese Galamsey fight no mampanyi di tudwa ese 400 excavators wo mo asizi and wo ma recover 9 forest reserves and national signal bureau so one more eba be monitor social media so na wa no be your pere ya untimi use social media no in a positive way now they wo be yire wo say wo di be diatem akeka nkrofo ho sem ne ade no eno so no ya twenwa so papa na o chese e the sanity ebeba ye social media no so ai nyamia ya dom ama Dramani Bashiru Amantana of NDC wabeka me ho ewa ha say Dramani ana Bashiru memo akwaba
ebia na wo frame Amantana wo frame Dramani wo frame Bashiru na yemi
Amantana okay di Bashiru nyamia dom
na me ba ha na anom that was I think last 2 weeks or so that when you
ai
say bibia woko
bibia da din
abane course ye won
bibia da din me modern bow
say
sama mama tena ha me ya adwuma ye ntua me ka me ka me da enti amfa ho ne aban ye wo
even President Macron or president of this country. No. So on born home modern abrabone and kosu yema. Inti e obi an modern Bible. But I am white man mega say to create an enabling environment.
Okay.
Inti once there is an enabling environment, and that's the duty of every government.
Okay.
So we create that enabling environment. No, am obi an manage me di ni juma yes we di ni juma.
Okay.
Inti once the person has that enabling environment, now journalists have been given that enabling environment because won konko ye program anajo ko fie na obi akọ shia o. E say kaya to minimum so o twa oti because we call say me radio sinti. So that is the enabling environment President Mama is creating for everybody.
Me da say. Nana K. Nana Kwajo AJ Yeboa Nana K of the NPP. Nana K Mwakwaba.
Mejo so mama.
Bibi aboko de.
Erade adom.
Yeda Yesu ase.
Yenso enye.
Adan. Wo yare.
De
ekwam de o.
De menu.
Botom nye.
De menu ya betina na ma wo kan obe yusu MAAME BIAMAH yaste. And mama, are hosem ne say. MAAME BIAMAH wo 8 months na aka no kra MAAME BIAMAH mama na tete apansam. But the BIAMAH we know nye say no tie. BIAMAH we know no. Mama come on we no. And say o pe wasem aka. BIAMAH ti woro despite the father Dixon the tuanika o. Enye o ma peni the tuanika. En wa beka chire BIAMAH say na.
O peni e create the enabling
environment. MAAME to fula. En wa ka say enabling environment you try am to. Bisa na me. MAAME
kira na se.
Oti wey enabling environment na wo kan.
Ba ko me ka ba ko achiro. Enabling environment ba ko e security.
Security be.
Say ekrom be ye kama.
MAAME en Ghana for any refugee no.
Me kwa mi suro
security no and the Ghana for over 5,000 any refugee no and only security also provide the amount
ni nyina ye
MAAME enabling environment no any galamsey MAAME na me ba be kan ho asem galamsey and agent ne ha
ya chance na
we say we titi afenu abato bo ase obeto me studio ha na mo tire mpre wo na mo de mo ba mo ni so hyehyɛ so bo ase what ya ben mo so say abeko radio so to MAAME ebe chassis ebe from forgive kwano to
you never where you know welcome address
na wo hwɛ enei de galamsey agent ne ha MAAME BIAMAH
yes
me ra hodne
aden
na se me hwɛ kuro bi ti sɛ MAAME kurum sante achim dwaso
msa ho de enya galamsey
MAAME woti hoi MAAME BIAMAH kurum ne tu galamsey asamatan foi
me de megitum
me kura makon ntoko akon sɛ ba bi yegina di fufu ekura ne ndc fo ba fufu dwantin no magotu galamsey wo me ka na om sɛ wo mu nim sɛ ho na wufiri ene won so di adanse sɛ emena se nyina o madwiri ya nya careful ba bi atwoba waduro ni sini yegina wana abu yagum MAAME da kwan ho pɛ asamatan foi ene me kuro mu dwaso awie wa wo hu na ka odimirika betra radio so twan se MAAME BIAMAH be the program we no ma start we should tell you say bibi chase me Saturday Sunday na me krom for emabunu ye press conference MAAME na me ni around ena e ba ma so mo bebre na frefre me na de ekoso krom nte ya na e de na ekoso mi krom a MAAME arehosem ne say enkrofo aba mi krom dua so som de galamsey ni ba ho mba be galamsey ho eni ebusa ombetu galamsey
omo be pe concession
omo be pe concession me be kira sem ni mu a kira wo
kire mu en
MAAME oba ho omo ba no mo ba no MAAME ma traditional ayi kakra
MAAME pe time no one can jam to metisiu wo o start ka sa 2:32
meet you MAAME
2 minutes yo de yenko
se wo ba mi kuro mu sabe asante achim dwaso a MAAME ahemfo nsam no dwaso koronwo ni nkronkro bi keka ho nyina report dwaben hene emse bompata nka ho otumfo apa dwaben hene na ohwe dwaso nsase ene koronwo nsase ene nkro bi ekeka ho na mu biye no bi beko otumfo akopetition no so woni wo mfiri dwaben ase MAAME ye wo hodo ma yenka bi nhyiemu de ati ya ne se enkrofo abadwaso egu nsa wo dwaso nsuo so bie kwan ato ha ma miners so metu gara omeye mining
beba o ahemfo no
be ka be kire ma kire wo ama Jaso maburu ni bibufu ye. Eni nananom estate ni nananom nya kasa. Maburu ni bikura akoda nananom fie. Kwatrate nananom se, ade eni ehuni. Nananom kwa kam ye mo so munim ho hwe.
Amam ne kogunsa.
Omo de omo te ho ena dwaben hene frɛ wo mo. Tie ni ye. Sa wo mo mra dwaben. Ti nanahema akɔ bi. Ena ahemfu mienu a eka ne ho. Kontre ene akwamu. Ena omukoye. Maame kontre ni akwamu ne na hema koduru dwabe ahemfi a. Amane boy ade bo omo ne se empanifo atie yi adwuma ma campaign bi. Omo de krata afiri aban mu aba se. Omo ba be ye mining wo dwaso. Enti no se be fere dwaso hene na me bo amane odo tumfo de nsase ni nyina ahye me nsade. Dwaso hene sabe otia ne mpabo achi kakra woni around. Enti akwamu a wogire mu no pie se obesere nanam se nana de wo de etu dwai sabe ya hemfo miense nana hema ne me akwam ni kontri yentimi ntina ha anyi ntumu se ya pene so se ye meya mining wo dwaso nti nka ma yemre ni enkofie ni ene ya dehye enkotena se ene ahemfo nkae ne nkotena se nana information tete ne se maame ya tetia ne kura so ni hu kwan se obie na no kaka de oka no
sa
Emma de kasa ne kokosi nyina ne se omo mra no mo me de friend se prospecting
eye company
no Emma himfu bi busa ase na ene e wose ye boy manfo amane
Komu ntimi meto nse yeso sa
nananum dwaben ankonwa se oma beyi nkrofo amoma badwaso no ma beka dwaso ahemfo ne ho no ma bu kuruma na mane maame ansi ya ma obi amane ene ekogu nsa wasone yeso ebie kwan mato wa ma minus ne so omumra ho ma adwuma ene ma mabru ni ye press conference eka si su dia pise
eno ye da ben press conference
esi Sunday ye amon pene ne empene china amobi e makurum ho ma mining na sabe ye pe ba bia gold wo pa anka dwabe kuro no gold wo mpa ye hu de enti anana besan ho abadwa so se e ho na obi mra metu mining maame enkomodi di akoso no omabo MC so bo so ka ho bi MC yakotena radio so yi ne ho no se onimu ho hwe mabro ni bia confront na nahema ni kontrie ni akwam na maame wo mo so so omunim ho hwe
ejina hwan na search
no mo de omunim an se ye fra mo ko dwaben ye kobo mama ne ye se mining company bi ba ho abaye adwuma maame asam ni treni na yina ne se sikatua bi akoso a ye num bi yate maame me ye de hye konkron wasante achimdwa so na company crons wedding komama yansu yate nkomodi akoso ni bi say even prospecting so mobile be ye no omukotua 500,000 Ghana cedi odwabia himfie
wow
ama omutua sika ni wie ye no omudi nwan miensa snap boxes miensa ne guso
500,000 say ni sha
eno ye ese na charge wo mo say sika no say omo be ye prospecting
so mo metu
mame eh fan wo si akwa prospecting ewia dan ani akwa o mamu da o ma ye tu gold dudu o mamu nyina prospecting licenses ne kuto omo enti wo prospecting o sia gold no obeda ne ho ena mame mabunu na sorry sese be nana no muma kwa kwaji musika ye de ye mpene mo nya adwuma no ene mo accuse kontre ne akomni nana hema se de yate se mo kwa kwaji sika tini mama kwanse ma men na nana mo so mu aye o mo de ba ne se omuni mu me pese nkenne wo be fra kwamu wo fidie so na kwadu a mabunu ne bo a na mete ha me bo ne bie no o meyi ne hu ano se 500,000 Ghana cedi ne kopi odwabia yefie no sai na abedi ni ho
ese mabunu su se ono age ne hye
yes won na hema ani kontre nyina sa na mabunu ne ka se so omo nso nyi bia omo ntimi ni animu fa nkrofo madwa so because They are not my media tea and say. Abra delegate free Gabin Bedri, you know. Omoko na nanu mo ifie kofa na nanu mo tena aka mu de omoko asone so.
Ito mo ka ho bi no mkogu nsa no.
Mo apiafo. But then sagu ni de omo ekopi obi di adanse say enye di aso ahemfu ni regu ye.
Gabenfo no.
Gabenfo de begu ensa ni bi ekwan mu. Then so de mabu ne kan say maame se sika no na nanu mo nim hu bia. Eye den na enti omo so timi di akire. Eko gina ho hwese ye ngunsa.
Right. No so your point.
Because amunim se munim ho hwe a. Ka Gabin Bedru ye no. No wa sorry aka ni pen say omahme de ekoso oni me na me nsanim. Na me Gabin ti ase se de o ye no support.
Anampo omo ba ya on be fa mo no won penti wo se menkọ. Na we de
Watena ka mu de a. Na se wunim hu bi. Ena ese omo nso si omunim hu bi. Eti maame mani baje my ohene ne number the amount yam fra no no one can portion a wonim e was say signal mama let me sit here and say this yanum bi say yantimi am fight galamse amaga na nyina mimi kuro dwaso de ye de yankwa bi dwaso am man no do so ye be ma wasi ni bu no mreku mo so be galamse mama me se me kuro dwaso de yanum bi ye de yankwa beto ho agi dwaso wasi ho do so wo be ma no ma me omre dwaso so ba be obetu mine ne ho ne nhwe yampene na mpene kina na enya juma ya no ane say na amen
wanwasi
ma me hit dodo
Mr. Akwaba for the first time I'm the best taxi a years I show you every Thursday. Every Thursday, Mr. Sanitano, any first person I'll report to her. And now I'm late, no. A young one. And now, in the history of this program, about so. Nana came man, Tamu, the beyond let's come and now or not a year first. So what hit means what hit?
If you know, auto the new.
What about first?
About first, across 4 times.
First, they have been first.
Even last week was the last week's movie. What is the oh man is
They don't know. Akwaba. Bibi abakode. I love your shirt.
Thank you very much.
What is Mami Biamah me dance me. Makama pepe, my lady man comfort.
Masmo.
Dog Makama so anti
What's on somehow?
Dabi sekoya den.
Who be 2 and year between we so be some men conquer day. The other man name no me so wan the market when this wa. And go for poison me also make committee suicide. And then some go say me be hobby no.
Okay, some be na yembo.
Me will be me den san han ho no be me kam.
Mama cho me
na nanom na tie ntu ya na mama no snap. Me will be wo me kam ha ho.
San be na yembo.
Me see me will be. Say dey hin.
Say masoma wo ba bia.
Wasoma me no atra radio su kura so aka matie for kura nim so wasoma me.
Osma o sakoya den.
Dog me ka say me ifri mana.
Ono ana suma. Ni na ke we nkwa na menyu ni wo.
Ono ana suma. Me opra so anye na no me boni din.
Oh.
Mechia
Bashiru.
Obusie from Michelle. Mechia mama no production team.
That's
Na me alignment wo top here.
Okay.
Guy ni we because I can see him do her before too.
Okay.
What they then nam safi no be doing na ma.
I lied ho. Oh okay. Usu.
Number 2
They about bad them there. Na bibi chase no. Madam nyina se moba. Nana K me start say aha Debbie. I me fan call NDC. Bashiru. Enra mampanyi ehia nsentwefo ma okasa efa ensem bebre ho but nia ewomu a migiri se atiefo ani beje ho na wo mo betisi ye ka ho asem ye bo no ye sisudua a declaration of state of emergency on Galamsey activities. Mampanyampa what I said say pa ye timu die. State of emergency no ehun hia. Until say ya exhaust all friends say bia ye de begu akwamu se ye de fight Galamsey ya exhaust ni nyina ehun say still ade no emfa ansana ya beka state of emergency wasem. Woni me baya adwene se bra NDC mu opposition mo de pressure to mampanyi dada Nana Akufo-Addo so sa on declare state of emergency na ho ahwan na nsen kra mampanyi no a e ba beka se Galamsey what o can be emergency something emergency on Galamsey, but declaring state of emergency de nya de a obey adentina moda da Ghana for.
Oh na adena wa sha say say da Ghana for. Da Ghana for say. Nana. On my timi ye de mra na ye adwuma wo my way. Na mra na ye di adwuma no. Se wan di mra so nkodu ne mpempe so ye say oduru so a. Wontimi nka say wontimi nya biem. Because ne wo Ghana my way mu no. Se na se wo hwe na wo pese wo ye adwuma eyi a na che se wo di mra no so na wo di mra no so a ese wo hu se mra we na da ho a ese wan kasa so wutimi di so na no kra ne se ye wo opposition no ye ka se MP for declare the state of emergency because of the nature and where na Galamsey nyoma na ekoso no. And I can't say yes. Nana Pamamo. What say? Inti Nana. Me because say course no.
To asoma me meet.
Yeah, me to aso. Na se wan di imran so anko si baabi a wontimi nka say wo declare state of emergency. No man we no. Se yare kura no na ewo ho a. Wontimi nka say yare wo ho nti. Ube declare state of emergency. And then ye say ye ka yare ekuni papa e wo man we mu malaria me boa. But we have not declared state of emergency because malaria kunipa. Me boa. Galamsey ya ade a ebetimi de ana ede ohapi ede bra ye man we mu. Na de ba no ubeji atum se Galamsey nu a ewo hosisia no ye ka say ampa Akufo-Addo government on declare state of emergency.
At that time say
na ye ka no sa no me ba nana. Na ye ka no sa no. Na ye ka kire wo say mon kan kire President Akufo-Addo. Any Dr. Baumia no mon declare state of emergency on the issue of Galamsey. Because now wound to me our Ashanti region. Oye Galamsey King Kong aye nim so oye MPP ni obi an nim so MPP ni obi otimi di gold ball you say we are mikitei no the bet na TV so obon ho mrane say oye Galamsey ni na ne okonye o Galamsey asas ne forest no say no ne okonye no ho nie yeti krom ha ena madam Jane Kate our friends say omu women organizer no Jenfua oka say because ordin ne excavators akosisi nsuo su akosisi forest to essay nsuo essay forest actually for police because she's excavators no oba kroma o say MPP aban omuntua eka because omo question excavator eda nsuo su mine na wo hu say na MPP for omo hye Galamsey ni kena prominent people in Nimo mo say omo ye MPP for pan kasa no omudi akutin power MPP mu no mo na mo ye Galamsey no na Mr. Remeka wo se won we kraman nam na kraman nam na wo we no ye sa no nkwan ma ode a wo se wo be no sa nkwan no ebetima ye yie awo no mo wo ho eye galamsey no na enim se omo ye MPP mamu na nkasa enye MPP grassroots o MPP amanfo omo kasa ama Ghana timi ye bibi timi si Ghana MPP mamu a omo wom a wo kyem sisi ana na MPP aso omo duku na omo aso omo bag omo kotena wo se one release sanipa na omo nkofie sanipa no mu ena na mo ye galamsey e wo krom ha e wo Ghana na adenti na yen ka say we should declare a state of emergency because we had people and yen nim say we mu na committee me akasa against galamsey na galamsey be ja wo krom ha no mo committee me akasa ma galamsey na ajan no omo ankasa na say galamsey no yeti krom ha eno mu yi obi say onkotena presidency no hwe sa galamsey manes na ekoso no wo ho no na hwe se na besima ajan sa galamsey manes no na hwe mai na hu say ampa galamsey ye ko ho ntoka sani pane tam no kotena presidency no knowing that no jisika ama ono ne bosses no mu chiche sika ni di ye hu omu wo full tape mu so no mu jisika no omu di ko ma omu bosses no mu chiche di na we wangasa wati we na hu we a adenti na won kan kire government say omu nye state of emergency na president mama ba and we are seeing several efforts that his excellent John the man or they to acquire mu say a big galamsey nyoma enra there's a team in the Savannah region omu nenam Savannah region ho omu educate amount for on responsible mining at least that mining now omu ya ebe hanipa a friend saying health how do you call it health onipa apomode no almost yen chiro mo se ne o mbesima ye galamsey na so that nipa abo ahode no ebetimi ahwe se ebekọ so yama ye yet krom ha ena nipa maku 8 omo tam helicopter se omo kon launch bibia edi sa galamsey manes no ebeba omo kon launch bibia edi galamsey manes ebeba end no mo nam kwai so omo kon no fofi antoata ena helicopter ekoto ye boom nipa 18 nyina obia enkwa omo ahwere mo nkwa we nyina no eye galamsey sunson ho no ena ediba ena ese at this point in time that a government biaba or say wo say ye chill now we ya by nipa now we galamsey ne ade obe fast no enya agro yet krom ha ena ya ye organizer currently as we speak omo oyeko ena sa questions in no mbisa ye na time na president Akufo de wo ho oni Dr. Bawumia wo ho no munim pefe se wuntumi ye galamsey no munim pefe se Madam Kate Jemfua
no ye mine no nya galamsey
no ye galamsey na no me be kire mu kire wa ha se hwe ye ma wo sa acre of land say mine wo acre we su now who free acre we so now call the next now go 1 feet kura say who ko ye galamsey how you are doing illegal mining because almost space of land say mine at that on that piece of land now who free that piece of land is now call mine
to free hin or hin
oh na forest no on forest go mine mo mine so omo go mine mo oh me pa wo ka wasa na meti ha nti me wi na pe wo wasa bi ka na waka oh no me pa wa chow wo ka wasa na wo ma me ntwa me kaza so nti na enim say among for people ha omudi akotin power MPP mu omo aso na omo ye galamsey ndwuma no but aban foforo aba na o so omudi hihyeya a efiri omo koma mu omudi hihyeya a etimi ama nipa makomako 8 kura kogu enu nti omudi tutuna kwam kakra e de ba wo si yankofa state of emergency embra yankofa state of emergency embra be den when the laws are there and the president mama kan no the laws are there for us to what? To exercise. Laws never hono. Ewo ho say ebe di sa amra no so. Etimi make sure say ebe galamsey every ebrabom. But then nipa about 4 million people in this country. Omo livelihood galamsey. Intellectually say who ka say a police for now soldier for omo ko 2 galamsey for nyina everywhere. That means that you are rendering about 4 million people. So, omukotena so munya adwuma bia. But then, ne obetimi aye as a buyer wodwu nipa ho. A opese wonya adwuma ma nipa ne say we pe ade a e sustainable ama omo na omo ye adwuma kakra yen kan see mu da say ye ba oban ma ye be use 1 year aka say ye be galamsey free abrabo nipa o ka sa no bon voice na yinti wa nana say o nipa bi o ka say ye ba aban mu a ye be use 1 year ayi galamsey free abrabo
your friend is mo communications minister so I can say 2 weeks kra onu kwai do 2 weeks
Ipacho, yeah, until say waka 2 weeks.
Who better than what? Who better than what? What yakabe?
There is no way. There is no way. No, Jay. There is no way.
What yakabe?
Beba, Nana. There is no way. Yebeka say, yeah, the 2 weeks, and they best stop galamsey. Do you know the rate at which galamsey and MP4 dia could see? Ewa galamsey asemu. Galamsey no. Omodi yomoduane, omodi yomumpa boa. Eno no mo hye omo daso. Eno mo dwene ho time bia. Nti aban foforo aba. Na say do nioma etutu na kwan mu kakra. Say fine. Wo ka say omo kwot na afia. That means that wa ka say omo kwot na afia na kro no omo di kro omo mbokro no. Omo kwot na afia na omo di atutura sem. But aban a on person no e say wo di ntoboase ekita sa galamsey fo no. Inti responsible mining no yesi yenko chira omo na yenko chira omo a saa time no ye betime hu say okay that responsible mining no obi e di responsible mining no so kakra e na e dey koso eye adwuma no na wonim say me ne wo ka say wo ko nimont for happen say won say yeah nimont for na ye omo twa asase kese e di mo say omo ngi saa asase no no mo fanye mining but asase no areas bi wo ha they will never go to mine there because omo ko e prospect now e omo nya gold kakra bi sa gold kakra bi no e na galamsey so no e omo ko nya kakra no mo de ko to mo nyama ya me di manusi ni the president mama say oho no baby omo mine no ye fa ho no e ma sa small scale miners from sa galamsey for no mo nya galamsey no responsible mining e wo sa areas no inji sa companies no say Newmont no mo say omo apene so say ampa oho no mo no say no ye nya galamsey wo hoda nti betimi di amanfo omo ye galamsey no no more koho, no more galamsey kakra. That time no, they can register them and teach them how to do responsible mining. Into uka say yenko state of emergency and ne. Dear so na obeji now so aka say yenko state of emergency no. When no government official in this current dispensation, in this current government official be any ho or ye galamsey. Currently, you don't know any person away in the need. Say me galamsey ni ye ni obi a okotena TV so I say me galamsey ni me kon ye galamsey say gold we na menye wunye obi a endis aban we mu wunye obi a odwama aban we mu nti ento boase e na e be implement that kind of small scale mining thing and then a kire amo say na yesi mine na entimi de eno no kakra I make sure say obi a be ye dwuma kakra no na wo so bibi ko ano na sa galamsey no so no sa galamsey no mo ye no nsuo su mo ye no forest no so no na eswati nti nana ye ka say at this point in time there is no need for any state of emergency as we speak.
Yeah, that's sippy nana ke there is no need for state of declaration of state of emergency. It's not necessary.
I send the video be among minim say obo ne be ya just about 48 seconds video. Catch prominent people in this particular government now more calling for state of emergency. Abraham Mampeni Akufo do Mampeni. Bako kran ne we minister for lands and natural resources. Ura Amakubi Fibua. Me pena sempa ye. Na ohe video na ana bokra amanfo bete. All Shema Penny Kufuado say, baby, I bedroom no, on declare state of emergency. Mami, please, do same. Mami, uyo no fru honma, okuje to a blackwa. Etna TV so catch the Ghana for say. Ajima Penny, I want you to mine home. And at your mine galamsey akwa kudrui. Obetna house won't declare state of emergency. Mami and be as our time, and I use police in soldier for every young. Na fire service for in ewu. Na Ghana Armed Forces is that to mama nashe. It ni exhausted all the security agencies according to replier and no man penny the man, you know. even Mampeni himself. I mean, say for video no say me won so mbeso obebo. But do ba obeti Mampeni's voice. I walk catch Ghana for nyina say Ghana for to Obama Mampeni Akufo-Addo so me solve problem. Problem ni bi ni galamsey no Akufo-Addo beto ye no. Na enti any to Obama no so won solve. So he should deal with it as Mampeni. Today we are asking. Yet Obama Mampeni John Mahama because of galamsey issue. You name say Jane Treha won a so from 2013 to 2016. Jane Treha, Mame, go to my West ye. A Jane Treha, I won the first government. 2013 to 2016. Ena, me metanaha enka. Kase we will not behave like these people. I know what I say. There be a catch offer. So offer. There be no me in your dream. Ye try see a becano kure. Ye dia ko wu. Ye here see be dia through dia atro dia jefe. Onka ho bi. O de mon koso na mun twa mon tro da mani mu twa mo. Se mo mabunu no mu beto so ma ate ho no ma. Wo so ma se be on the on kwa the kind of kure. Oh no, so any massa near what this you are as a bosom. Mammy Yen ba Bemu 2017 so. Yen Crawford be taking advantage of the situation. I am young man this for woman is when I no muguso ye. Na insa say yen Crawford ni be jina Mampeni Akufo-Addo achi ni ya fight galamsey no yen Crawford no bi nso take advantage Emma increase from the beto ye no me I won't sit here and lie ya kura de ye the forest mining beka ho na dwene ne nya say galamsey fo na enko forest ni see the bema large scale no ye dwuma ne wi awakata so ne enya ya nsase ne back in the name of Maame the entire man you have been prospecting. Now prospecting ni minim of ya am say eno ne lines say the mawa ye bi embata ho. Yes so say now a number of years ni ho. Because so also work on you when you hu bia. One ma eno aba beje proper lines in the akwakutu. Ana meboa. Minim de say ye bi bata ho de ya. Na ma no hwe to do a course ni nyina in the name of prospecting. And I'm the saying, Sassano. The entire many ability be crow mudia, so yam prima prospecting impo and cosumpo. I'm under this government too. And this if what crata and your bed so I am your mining or hoda. Sir, and neck or move to go do. Meaning, ain't here with him. And no Mampeni say, on our day, concession be farmer, small scale mining. Mammy. May there NDC. I stand to be corrected. Of our taste work as small scale mining and our large scale mining into forest reserves. Okay, if that is the case, fine. But may they maintain a small scale mining. Now, Mammy, if that is true, say small scale mining, Mampeni didn't throw. Unless say said of fire can say forest reserves in the pen. Because the Obama Mikro Jasono, Mikro Jasu na mu can in a new large scale. A new large scale. My name large scale mining. My name large scale mining. What you say now? O current see a mining said Newmont for no was now. Mammy associate as a matter for you.
Hey, that's a matter where you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Even a small scale mining, you clear as a matter of
I will be concession here 200 kilometer square.
Wait.
This will free hand more so. Concession. Timmy Krum Jaso and qualifies a by large scale. And if that particular portion now, one my mammy cronium pell. Who free a cook was in Jasu Krumami, Jasu Jansi Hona? Who's a district assembly ni go right to say? egu bepɔ ne so wɔ right say bepɔ na district assembly ni gu so na chipe no ɔmo start so me prospecting no bepɔ ne so na yɛn high court wɔ district chief executive ne offices ne residency ɛhɔ na just ɛhɔ ne ministries no ɔmo kotu aseɛ na ɔsɛ MC yaba bontin patron radio bi so aka sɛ wɔn de onim ho hwee na mo bi emfa ni di nka ho assuming without admitting what de no wɔyɛ afa ho ahomete na nei ɛna na medi kan na meka kyerɛ ɔdo me wo awukrom asamatamfo ɛhɔ de enim sɛ galamse prone area ba ma me na de ayɛ hu na yɛ ahomete ne sɛ ɔfɛ ɔde ura asamatamfo afufo joint na left no ɛwɔ medua na se no watena bɛ na se didi da ɛnɛ wakɔ hɔ no makɔ hu abɛ no yɛto abɛ ni nyina gu fam I was shocked maame me kɔ pake sɛ ɛhɔ yɛ me joint Mini nua magye yɛ joint no ayɛ sɛ oduru hɔ no mu asabe wobɛnya asamatamfo no ɔmo akrante mponi no ɔmo maa ɛne agya yɛ o sɛnti na baako si ha yi ɔfa Captain Planet nti ne ho gya yi wahuna mani o Mami, you look at the place like asamatamfo yi fufu joint yɛ nyina benefit from her. And this national organizer, I mean, but she had the weapon. No, the fufu. Mami, met me up MPP gurus, NDC gurus, I ain't in a for. Ebi, I know what when you're home, or quite more to play mu. To the American own, to a better I can do okay. Some of Baba, you're to play a mouth. Ti, what the question she said the Muchi bicycle. Ti wu hunu de ekoso wo kwan na etutu na me no ofa ya nam so no ofa ya kwado omobo chen me wo no duru kuma so no nya kroso ayi ofa tete my own na wo ya free wonu ba bi no wo zo wo ba bi ofa na wo kotero kwa so ma me vivi wo ba bi pa me ko fa wona nse ni krom kwa no so ye wo so abedire radio so gbagba wo krom kwan na no na ye on kan kira ban le mani nye na ban no nim se kwan ni man ni ayi ajapade buku na so moto no wafa ne se bible na wo kenkan wo krom kwan na ke ele fo adesi mame so mame se mampani be ka kire yen se galamse fight wa ye bibia wo boa wodi atro until say mampani beji atum se ampa mame otie me se no mampani ka se no ka se Ghana foi mon fan cheme na se de mi hunu no se de na tie no se de mampani kufo kan bi no me ba mu no galamse fight no enya de da fom mon fan cheme se me force abanda da no se won declare state of emergency because mame state of emergency se nya declare say grima wo obetwam akwase ayi baby ade a green belt asan sa hanum nyina green belt mame uram nya ti wetin boat ogun you are not supposed to go there what am I say enti wa wonu say nei enemi ne enti anu mo say den je ni mendi sini bia ayi wa ya galamse ya yemra bonten meka yate ha na wo amakofi bu a report wonemu yami di wom say I mean national organizer of the NDC yoko for investigating ma me wante what a reply no the mom up to date omuntu mi frɛ no that was what mo yoko was say wo mo ye memo mo invite no obebo bo mo benefit from galamse ni nyina di una wo committee free one oh nana say we submission here mo na wo ka say they are before yoko nana one who release na yoko me hu mami onu kwa na ehu eye memere o kasa me ko kabin ko be chima we ha se bogo ntokwa wo ye ne se genjiri ntokwa ni pedwa free ha no se wo kasa ma be kan bi kaka kra bi ko ye ne se akwa na otutu ogbo IGP ka mu no IGP anche na abronye ene ye threat to the nation ya sanitan you see when it comes to MAAME IGP asema ne kan ya me den ne kan ya me den timi de besi wo ba de me pem no ye be reply no ba mame galamse issue no and now ko Google na type NDC official involved in galamse na ne picture da ho Mame, akwa kodu say even gwa mu nua kanashigbe. Aka kire you oko say. One arrest one so mu invite ya mi o so mu nchi ya mi. Eno so da ho, my joy online. Mame. Uko I say Black Empire Media. Ewo YouTuber. Mame eno so da ho. Galamsey I see the Ghana News. Galamsey Ken, Yamin. Galamsey Ken. And also the Black Empire. Mamuye. Now ko Peace FM Online. Samo sumo de muhajim. NDC National Organizer Yamin. Allege. Samo mo dear. Mo try some be police no. Mo de mo see allege. And him said, "Mo come asem." Na mami, uko Facebook ne dia airtime. Oh, minko, so person me fa just me am creative bi na wadaroma. That do ya de fake account to create. Bo am ne creative aso empire so mami. Wadaroma. Obi animo propagandist. Ni fake account do ya expert. Enti mami. Wait. Any name so under this government. Now, mami, the discrimination. Aso, the discrimination. Ni penny jimua so Ghana hano. Mampeni John Mahama. Enya nunti na Ghana for to abama no. Enipa na ewu. Ewo jenyiri.
Thank you.
Enipa over 5,000 Ghanaians are done refugee under your regime. And also minus umdie wo mu.
Nana ke. Zatano.
Bini for money Ghana for. Why for? How much Ghana? Bini you for. Na I'm free. And I'm so money Ghana for.
Bacho.
Asuma bisa so money Ghana for.
Misatano yanko.
Na try ba na wo kan wase tama na mo kasa ba bakudie no. Bakudie na international war. Bakudie na multi opposition mo kan wase. Mo mbreso na international mo mbreso na bokwase. E mo dia hin na enye tribal.
Mo mbreso na bokwase mba.
Mo dia mo ntra na mo defend we.
Mo mbreso na bokwase.
Wo se ho na wo firi. Unuanom na edwane no. Unuanom. Ese ho na wo firi ampa na nya tro na wudi a. Enka de me kan ebe ye hawa ma wo. Ghana for the no mudani koko d'Ivoire no. Mami Ghana for the nedani koko d'Ivoire no tia. Se unuanom.
Kamu ka tope no ho ebia.
Hey, state security ya kan ho.
Medas.
Security na ase se wo provide. Mama mi ama.
Nana ke. Nana ke.
Eni pe wo mami.
Ah, ya.
Wasi ya mi eni bre. Na mampani di ni nasi fom. Enya propaganda bre ni.
Ba jam das. Zatano yanko.
Na Medas. I mentioned Ahefone Tifo. Galamsey and issue of say press encounter with the president. Yeah. First of all, it is important say admit to say good governance is at play. Ye nyabi be 100%. Na atmosphere na it tells us clearly say ye free or how bimu ebedum pempen so a ye ho adwudwo yen kakra. Na mame, I will not mince words by saying say I wasn't happy at all about some aspects of the president's answer to the issue of Galamsey. I'm not happy at all. And I would also advise say time NDC Ifri Abem for 8 good years. NPP blaming Mohammed's administration consistently a nuisance kora microphone can say abba a year. I do not expect because now NDC for at the time can be. So why would you continue to blame a government that they voted against? Say be unfair for meeting or voting against. Now what ban? You are blaming the government consistently instead of fixing the whole thing. Every NDC member, either minister or MP or communicator, including myself, can be a tier MPP. Say it was too much. I do not expect at this moment for any NDC person to come and assign blame to NPP, no more we are already aware of the mess and this MPP caused. Instead of blaming them, fix the thing, right? Now, the aspect of this Galamsey answer, our mampani or answer here, and Tomakumaso, and the lackadaisical attitude of the state of emergency issue. In fact, for now, we even appear to understand, say, the state of emergency will never be declared, of which some of us will stand against it. We are waiting for it.
Because we have to.
It is incumbent on this. It is incumbent on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to ensure that the state of emergency comes to play. I was disappointed with the fact to say, even the two-thirds majority that we have not exhausted all the powers to move out of it to go and, as it were, implement state of emergency. Hey, Omampeni Adabraka. Yeah, exhausted all the powers. Answer. You see, yes, for Omampeni not to say and so. At the time, Okan said it was important for a state of emergency to be declared. Na enne. Me Babe can say, oh, no, I won't do that. Fact of the matter is that we are asking for the state of emergency to be declared at specific areas within this country where Galamsey are taught to say. And it is very simple, in my opinion, because we know these specific areas. Let me take, for instance, Nkurahurwa yehu a Galamsey ye tunu wo kronimu. Ya kwanya huru a Galamsey ye tu amana benu a wu twam a wu clearly say ye tu Galamsey. Yensu ahuru a chamfa ahuru sisi so. Can't you declare state of emergency on our river bodies? Can't you declare state of emergency in our towns and farms? What are we doing to ourselves? Say, prepare I don't agree with that, and I will never support that argument that state of emergency is not important now. It is eminent, and we must either force the administration to declare state of emergency, because we know it already. And Mayen rely on the proceeds that Gold Board is receiving to assume, say, all is well. Gold Board will do their best and everything. But yeah, man crofwa, almost say nsase, almost say insuo, almost say forest. Akoso aye dwuma omo ye no. Na enne wabeka say state of emergency is not eminent because we have not exhausted the powers that we have. Mame, na menu yakasa say Galamsey na sem ye hia ntoboase. Dabi o. Ye hia ntoboase at all. It is critical, and who be here pass say ye be make sure say Galamsey ne so said no ye be tu na ya yiri ye ho. Mame, wonim bibi. The death of these 8 gallant gentlemen, should have provoked the president to do the unthinkable. And I'm urging him. Otherwise, just say, Mama, you few almost say, how these people sacrificed their lives to say, you can launch responsible mining. They did not say they were going to your friend is saying. Do a maths and science quiz anywhere. It was about Galamsey. They did not say they were going to train farmers. It was about Galamsey. The reason they moved and boarded the helicopter was because BBL koso womama ebedi womania eguso so edininya. Nti yankoso ano in a manner that no ekudu sampempenso no. They died a painful death. Mr. President, wherever you are, whoever is listening, who is close to him, I am saying, sir, it is critical now than ever to consider your appointees and your friends who died painfully and issue or declare the state of emergency in specific areas that we know that this thing is destroying our lives. We can't sit down for a group of mischief. Mommy, these are terrorists. They will evolve into terror. And then they can live wherever they are. They can leave wherever they are and attack us here in Accra because we are speaking against it. They will arm themselves so much, they will have so much power that, and you see, Omanpay can say be in his response to the God Galamsey no, regarding the special task force from the IGP. I was also disappointed in that particular answer. The issue is that 8 people have died painfully. Yeah. These were your appointees. I learned the Muniru was even in charge of your farms. You have appointed these people. We have other gallant men within the NDC, 5 of them. 3 servicemen are almost and like I said already, they did not go on just gallivanting or maybe window shopping. They were going to, as it were, launch your vision of responsible mining. They died in a manner unprecedented in this country. They died in a manner that the pain can never leave our hearts and our minds. And that should have provoked you enough that this particular encounter you had yesterday, your anger should have told us that you are not going to relent on your effort to deal decisively with Galamsey. Now, the Army Yaka Council, he downplayed the IGP Special Task Force who went there. And I was surprised about a particular word he used. And I'll quote him. Any little officer gets up and wears helmet and jacket, and he says, I'm a commander, I'm going to. Hey, Omanpay, really? We love you. We love you, and this is your last chance. Right? He will not. He cannot fail. He cannot disappoint us. No, I mean, it is for us to dissect it. Let him know that we are angry about some of the responses that he gave. Let him know that the society are up in arms against Galamsey. And he is the one we have elected to see to it that this thing will be a thing of the past. I cannot sit in Accra and say me krum. In so that many more can be affecting me. And the saying said to downplay the IGP special task force. And indeed, when he mentioned the number of excavators that they have seized, I can assure you, sir, the IGP special task force managed to seize so many of it that would make us say be at 400 and something. Right? The IGP's special task force were there to protect your vision, were there to serve this country, and they did very, very well. But you are describing them as any little officer gets up and wears helmet and jacket and thinks that he's a commander and he's in the bush, and that they have not liaised with NEMOS. Why is it that when NEMOS was being set up, they did not plan it in tandem with the police to ensure self? Special task force here send it over there. NEMOS is part of it. Indeed, the special task force was there before NEMOS was set up. Into why we now are playing the theatrics as if to say, special task force, they are not serving Ghana, they went there to serve their own interest. Sabekaya Mame. Orayami went to issue some warning to his own government, saying that they should shut down that special task force immediately. And it has happened. It has happened. Some of us were thinking that, there be a police for Nankasa. And indeed, the police administration was very tactical in this, in terms of the answers that we wanted. Almost the SC or not, they wanted them to go and then, take care of that place. And that the following Sunday, a new task force would be sent to the various forest reserves and the water bodies. Little did we know, sir, it was government's instruction that stopped them through Yami's effort, isn't it? Because of the cow about to say, President and stop. I came to sit here, condemned Yami, and said, sir, I was wondering how His Excellency the President was going to process what Yami said and implement it. And I was even thinking, say, Yami would have been sanctioned for saying that because it means that you are thwarting the effort of the government. When Mami Kate Jemfu Abeka said in November, crucial period for election, Abeka said, pressure no opposition ne party NPP say declare state of emergency. No most stop galamsey for no mano. And my na yan to a banning way, ya 2 years and ya fa a crime bisonia, yes, you know. Yen ya condemn. Until when today the ball is in your court. Play it for us. Also, there be too much power. We have not exhausted those powers. Meanwhile, people had the special task force from the police administration. They had managed to even endear themselves to the community, to the point that the community were happy, said they were there, and they had assured them, "We'll give you, we are taking your numbers. We'll call you whenever we see, say, Obimu are invading in any of the forest." Yet today, they are being described as little officers, right? Into MAAME, Omanpeni should come again. The state of emergency, we can't stop discussing it. The state of emergency should be declared at Galamsey year 2 Krum. Galamsey no. I saw the police special task force no. Police for no. I have the video. And these are the areas we are saying, sir, declare state of emergency and then let's flush them out. And then you start moving towards reclamation of lands and launching your responsible mining and educating people. Of course, I must also say, sir, I was happy about the aspect where he said, sir, they have sat down with the big mining companies to cede part of their concessions for Nkrofo. Now, mommy, that bank, until that thing is finished, and some of declare state of emergency because yes, because I was expecting, sir, or cancer and what the better was to say, when they have finalized everything and they have moved those who are doing small scale mining or whichever galamsey into those concessions, then anybody who comes into the other areas that they have not asked them to go there, then probably what has to happen will happen. But one to us, sir, Mr. President, in conclusion, I'm saying, sir, some aspect of your response to the galamsey issue in there, it is on the heart of everybody. So please deal with it. We need the state of emergency.
Meda sipi Mr. Sanitano and Oten and Kano. Na ebusianfo ansani ade discussion ebeba no concerning galamsey and as a mining issue na K kabibi efa asante achem adwaso ya ehon so wochese enkrofobia ba wom so mo ba be prospecting ene honkro ne ba ma emabunu no asore se wo mpene mpene chena emma obi emetu fangudie ewo ho na ahemfo ne ba akoye akwamu hene ya wo asante achem na odro mensa ababio ya otosomienu yensa kan wa homa so ya yene no edi saa asemi ho enkomo kakra na awia yi oboni bibom asechia wo
ya mediosu pia
yo na bibia bokode
amia dompa na mo paibo wa ho den kama pa
yo na dwaso so niam akoyie
o amia dom
yo na yemi sai mining ho nsansam yi a wonana nana kwadwaje yi boa woti ho ensem se sikatwa bi akoso nti amamabunu no adwamo live pa wosu wo bibika ewo ho yenti o
wede abaima sansem na mayema dwese nka nimema no enka bi na esanse allegation bi nipa bi yede to na dwa so hima enemia akomuhene ene adontenhene na adontenhene esunti na mami mi kakra ebe military away bi na mani company bi am say omkopie mu na dwa benhene ho na no mo chese omabeye hwehwemu ahu se ka akọ ase fo magudie wa hanti person be expecting the ma yura to nsa frayen and so kasa nyam yura ho mfa no ma dasebre na dwa benhene atu obahema yakomo hunu don't think say nhweki ko mi say yura beba the basa na dasebre to nsa frayen say mra na say the money company bi aba say on be expecting in nti na esa say wo mo no wo mo ya adwuma no aya na wo mo say be perspective nti no mo wi a wo nya bio no o mo kokwa ti ewura da se be na din se ene no mo betue ska bi ato ho na wo mo ye perspective no mo nya bi no mo kwa na se hu sa se de wo mo ntimi mu ma ne kwase nti kan ye de wo mo 3 billion then so nkanti ska no na o de betu additional account nti emreti away na meti say man for the yen say yen akodi galamsey iska yes otiya sanete yes bi obi akodi galamsey iska that's the best or they to respecting no so the beto traditional account na aseme da ho
ayo enti nana yemisa se mo emebu no kire se mo gi sika na omususu se mo ba hema ene wo ene nipa otoso me se oka ho no konti hene mom adonten hene ai mo agi sika ni bi se mo anyi bi a eba ne san no mo ba ye no mudi wo machi ekwa asone so kogu nsa
yo na hema adama aya de pa epanifo se sabi emfa nidie emade nidie ese no jaso abakosam na man yake se yesum na ya behene nti esanse eho no aba na achami fi ja be ba ese da sebrese umya amane emanes no sabi wura ohina fra wo sai no ase obeka se onko nti na ma edi achiro mko na sabi ebuslim ka anya de obi ade kapre anada ma afri obi mana bia o mana fo no akra ambutimi apo mo ebusa wo mo se omo emma obi akapre na se meda ho no
enti sese enipa na wo mo se wo me de krata afra ban mu aba eba beye ahwese bi afa ngudie wo ho ne ade no wo mo kọ ana ma mo kwan so wo mo nkoye sa prospecting no
I'm say nyuma we no so mo be ya omo di kan be ye amane no ewia wo gide se omo pin omo chiko ne dia etire na omo de omo enfidi aba na so far de me hu so omo de fidi aba de na me so sanse contract no enya me na me ne wo mo wo sa contract no me so ama me ntimi enya kwanya bia edi sa de na chi se me wo mo kra no omo gina ho a ni hu nkrofo kro e se
na just wo de wan hu wo mo wo ne nana hema na konti friends ai dadonten mo anhu wo mo
anya se yan hu wo mo tete da se bre fra ye no o fra wo mo edi awo dwabe en not ka sam no akire yen se sanko fu ni iti minus no omkuta kata na ni kura se ba kope omo ba ye no omkuta perspective lances se so omkuta kata omo timbe perspective no iti no sanko fu no so ba ya omba ya manye no ide menti wo mo nka bi ba na mi se wo fidie bia so aba bia ye ho ide menti bia so sabi ho na be kofu mu bia sa se o ma ba ho
eti u ba pene so ama o ma aba betu
bi de mi se sabi man hu sense de ba ye ma ye no ye heta no mo su kopi sa na de wo mi se sa se ni se o tia sa se so a o de disro na jopade bi pie fom a ya ban dia na se o mukuta pa se tele da se brebo ya manye so mukuta perspective lances no ani de mi ni tumi a betimi asi aban ekwan se amane ma obi meye man ne mu aban no na se de emrantie no ekeka no ebi na aban no betimi afrese ampa o mukuta krata no mukuta krata se e ba so mukuta krata dia tabi empanifo se ni tine pie man kwara we na nka ye kana karifo a wa ka ho bi nti so mukuta krata dia ndi se bi nya dia ne so sa
enti we no aba ni se unsa Ghana ha nso so no se mo wo ho a na obi de krata abasa an aban ma me krata asa memra na me mehwehwe de broni friend prospect no we ne beba ho so no ma hyase etu enti we no enhyehye ben na nananom aye a enkoba se bi a wo mo be prospect no mbefa ho ade aba betu ade no
ahun se eni na ma me ka ne se empo sa wo mo ekuta krata anya dania kombeba himpi we achi no ombeba na ka omna nanom abaye nhihye enso ni hu bibia asa so maba ti mi de mi odidie se omuntui omma ha maye adwuma bi so mutimi ma emaye adwuma mra nanom na ka yenim ho hwe omma
yo nana awie ye bedo ase na se sei uwo bibi ka kire mabunu no ye wodwa so no Yo mo amani abere se wo mo mpene ma yentu fa ngudie bia wo ho no mo no wo bibi ka kire wo.
Yo, I'm Biamah Wadaroma, but there was Sylvia. I can't me Sakwa Muhina Nana Hima, and I don't think you're sure to know. And when the first say, Ubiswa, best thing, in Tuma and Gusina Bonting, say, Biano, I feel come up. Na yan peniponi nhwese be ya hwe ha ama so di na bimbi na so bi abesai yan sase ye dopade na yisu ewo na min pefe se na dwabe hin so se bi na dama obi a woni die enti ono no galamse kura okutia o so galamse so na sase omo no ekuta krata ye perspective ti no na ma omo bezen bi ma da se brenso adi omo etu mu sa no enti kamabru ni nyabotre na so far no yen hwe muaye pa se ma artist ma hu se omu ye yikire yen hwe muaye a be free mu beba na dwabe hinde mi pefe se ososo galam se su sa ono nyu bi ososo galam se su na mebru no abotre enye be twen ni ahwe
Yo me yiri se emebru no so ene wo ka no mbetie na sopam na ye nyina ya watwen yim na wiye ye bedo ase. Yeah.
Enya kwanya matrim ama mafo hu se kwajiska se bia dem dia na hema kwajiska I don't think kwajiska free baby ya that's pa.
Yo, yes, yeah, that's say. I was here for panyina wotesi ene na ka say asante achem dwaso akwamu hene na oduro mensa ababio ya otosumi nana ke wasumua o say ono ene na hema ene adonten ono akwamu hene dwaso hema ene adonten obia omunkoji sika bia nti omosere
mami
ye
em say menim say mabuna eti program we no mu free dwaso ene beji pa yi na mami de ntia ma me take this issue on say ebufu a na e sorry no ye hwede ne e koso wo kwanta boko jinjiri mu nsensem na yenum bi yentina won hwe ma ensi ansa enti no say ye bepsere mo fidi kesi ni ede nsem ni tudwa na nananom so babontin be yi o ma no sei de nana akoma aka kire yin no ma me ehunu say ya chichire o mo nsa gu o ma chi o ma me so oti ase iko kire say efiri ba bi tumi ni firi suru ba bi na baaye wono oni say na emom ma me de gidie kase a me woni say se me ame na ku akosapon etimi asori agina sa sante achimagogo o mientu galamse yenye mine no ho ne besi ne for many years from Rollins time besi ne sante achimagogo obi antimi nko so okoye galamse okoye mining ma me ame nana friend say dwaben fie ontimi you dare not say uko dwaben sa se so say uko akoye mining enti nana de na asie ma me afeidie we epese betu dwaso man no ye de na na eka no yate minim se mabunu ni biitie se de tie bia no me free hanso ma me mekofie na me ne anuanu makochia mine ne de ma me yanum bi me se ye de yenkwa betwa so amadwaso man ye mpene mane nko
me da say I was here for 800.9 and our so egua otie no next on our list no National Signal Bureau still I so president's encounter with the media. National Signal Bureau say one more monitor social media wa ube diatem ube ye your home merento asembia with social media no eso no ye bem ya swa be monitor mo papa kinly pa Bashiru
Nana Nana no correct the National Signal Bureau sa adwuma die no eka omo ho ade na me kasa bia na wa hye da ye dedi
oh no David nya wutia nya wutia why
okay National Signal Bureau no enye se enei na sa monitoring of sanyo we omo sam nimdie no
omo monitor dada
enye NDC kura na meka se omo no be hye ase nti ade a na omo monitor dada nyina eka mu dwumadie ho a omo ye. That is why we share jumadi omudia. Even baby away nana. They can use your IP addresses. No with IP address na trace baby awo. O meet me use your phone. once we use Android phone there, I just say maybe we use that yam no. I know there maybe sometimes they cannot trace you with that. But minimum sound him there abadia. But as we speak now, so we use Android phone there. No matter how you hide it, but umbeti me tracy abe whom we are war. Banana near His Excellency John the Manama can wasem. You see, in this country, just like the way regulating this mainstream media stations, radio stations and TV stations, no. You know, it's because of the regulations Nintina Nana Ubetina radio station we are. And yet idea we would trim na ubet miaka. That is why Obikurati wanting no frail phone so now or car sembia, which me say asem we can maybe they me trim radio station no free mu. Na wasem even panelists na your radio stations no car asem kra no. Which me say asem we can wona woka enye me na meka. But at the end of the day no say e kofa assembly bar omo invite any particular we make his comment na omo invite that particular host no so e ka ho ma no ono so be say questions be kakra wom. Now we share senior nyoma course wo Ghana ha, whether we like it or not, social media has become a part and parcel of our media. And I make say enukra ni say so I stand to be corrected say o di ho akotin kra e chen the mainstream media na you want to see because obi atimi de no phone no I record be content be opebi no dey atone from am say ade na all can no kra say no kra nobody knows whether you can verify the truth. There's nobody or regulating only background activities or you was social media no inti ema ho kwan say obia ye no pe e wo social media no so nti ema ho kwan say at least as a nation ye wo hwa ye pese ye develop it. There are some things that we need to regulate it, and once there's a growing factor, that growing factor is the social media, whether I would like it or not. It's growing, it's rapidly growing, especially TikTok. I make one me over be TikTok or be a once it is rapidly growing, you know, we have to find regulations the basis so I can say some regulations where any until ebia won't mean yes. That way help to develop this our nation. But I know that maybe some MP people will want to question why President wants to do that. But then just the way obit meet na social media so TikTok no one just can pay plenty money. Okura na what no say o Mr. Ameka say sika social media phone ebinimu nya kura no wunya bi wa ha. And you think that they should regulate nana ye mainstream one regulate no munja nipa no ono no ye TikTok no o kan ho ase o ka asem bi ope o TikTok so no munja no ono na nyoma say no ono so person ono nyoma dia what they cause her there me gidi say enkosi ye. At least we have to be able to regulate the activities because they are also media. That's why it's called. It's just that I'm the social account, but it is also media. There need to be certain regulations. And in Ghana, we seem to be abusing the social media platforms, no? Because obitimi sorry, sebi yo, me nkai busia for yaw. Obitimi ka say, now amount for mu koto for mu di plane koto for mu ye kura anka ye wura obi ne kan ho a anka be ne de. Anka we ne kan ho a anka be ne de. You don't have to say those things, no. Obitimi na social media. Now I threaten nyanko. Say me nya o mekum. Me nya o me we say. Me nya o me ye o say. Because there are no regulations. But once we are in a government, and I can say you are on my more a person in your kosu ye, in your matimi sisu, send a say sisu. The mainstream media stations, you know, at least yen trafa. Then for more so.
Nice. So in one way or the other, no. More regulating
social media activities. At least yen can say nana ni over bet na how we know. Men ye be social media. Obetimi aye. You are informing the people. You are educating the people. You are entertaining the people. Wait me aye. But don't go the extreme. And can say because social media, what you would them obi an hu be your tinti. Obeka say nana wudi agro ameku me de sika meto corner me twa one. And no ukoya. That means that we be form mrabi. But answer na ebetimi aka kire o se hwe mra wo form aye be chew. Ama wati ase no. E say wo say there's a signals bureau na adwumakuo bi wo ha omo hwe sa ne omo no so. No mutimi hwe kasa wo kan wa video so. Na wo hu say ne nanaba nit fm ebe ye no. Eno abi na what if ye wo ye. Nti wo ye a obetimi educate. Wait me inform me. Wait me I think the radio station you educate, you inform and you entertain. Yeah. So you can educate, you can inform, you can entertain. But then to threaten people with social media no and yeah force one mind way. Okay. And that is how it's supposed to go. You and your hand kwao. Uko baby to say USA. Uko baby to say China. China kurana aso mo ban no USA no. Yeah. One of these countries, I'm ban TikTok. And you because they have given it a free wheeler. Amount for the year ne omo pe. Inti abana ka say TikTok, we have banned TikTok from that country. And even in some other countries, no WhatsApp omo use it. I say uko China, WhatsApp they don't use WhatsApp in China. The way we use WhatsApp, this is what it that we use WhatsApp. That was China because
I learned that they have their own WhatsApp.
Yeah, they have their own WhatsApp omo use. And so that one no, they are able to regulate it the way they want to regulate that one. Ebinu mo okura nkwala. Once you pick a phone and you log in, say we are under 18. And now we are under some age limiter. Abino, everyone say no, you don't have to access this kind of portal. You don't have to access it. They block you from those portals. I just confirm my phone and papa phone. And son of it may access our portals. No? You see, all this one will help to regulate our children, ourselves, and regulate in the come from Ekoka. Now I bet you who say and then yes, minimum see from my own no. Unkwala, it's me for phone. Because they are unregulated, no. Sebi no mo the phone. We kwasha ne omo hwe sebi man ense fata so ombehwe. But then they put their emails on the phone. This is Google say. Wait me with the email so because you can even download anything. What do age eto in the sano meet me use sano I regulate what you watch and what you cannot and what you can watch and what you cannot watch. That way we regulate you now want me nye ebia nyoma bi wo ha ense se wo hwe no a bit more regulatory. So basically I think that it's in the right direction sir. Okay. We can regulate just as we regulate the TV stations, we regulate the radio stations, you know. Yeah, faster regulations, you know. And TikTok. So we'll be careful with what we say about
not only on TikTok, social media, you can be careful with what you say. And that before you see you don't so we implement law. In fact, I'm a social policy student. If you want to implement a certain thing, you first of all have to make sure say stakeholders you have consultation with them. You educate them what you are coming to bring up. Wouldn't mean sorry and say you haven't educated the people, but then you are implementing something that yes, nature say what's no where you man one dini. That is why I believe President Obama is mentioning today hearing of anybody say, they what kind of social media no a bedroom time be no what kind a questions. And I think that calling you to ask you questions is not a crime. Investigation there. Now you are prone to investigation, two of us. Uka assembly, ubet me aka assembly, and make me aka assembly si ano. No ma frama ko yoko, and ma frama ko CID officer. Omuko bisa omuko tie manum sem. Me kwa enye bone. It's just investigations. Uko investigations, uko say omuko investigation. Enye sika na mode ko to ukomu. Yoko, enye sika na mode ko to ukomu. They just ask you questions, know why you said certain thing or why you did certain thing. Now eswatwa. Would be ma no more the work will be a beam 4D. Would the first one, no more the work will be a default almost a muko. So basically, I think that is what His Excellency John Dramani is trying to tell Ghanaians on that particular aspect, you know, to guide all of us as to what we say. It does say. And okay. Yes.
What's your father?
Company, say National Signal Bureau, or more airborne monitor social media so. Arrest persons who insult. Yeah.
And you know, Sano, that and I have evidence one so bet you one.
And the new law.
In term, Maracron, please. Oh, no, it's just education. For education. Why you education? Mammy?
New law.
Sir, the person I can say. A choir one namso. A diabedi mampany. And Crawford Chow who was answer more Mokanye and no diabedi mampany. A brand be at social media. So, Mammy, your macrams will do a temping. What do you be at him or my gun? I am for a sofo. Crowder for mampany, meaning the 10 ministers. Mammy, Yakra near the body about your abandoned him with the Atimbi. Sa kwan ne so na wonam na ade bedi mampani. Enne kwan na afa so bae no. Wo se wo bu bridge no. Umo bi emfa so bi because unim se sa kwan ne nye kwan papa. Maame ye num bi unim ye se omso ombehye ayi idi ami mira ye num bi enya ye nchi yenda. If se Nyankopon ma enim die ni nyansa. De pese ye ka bia nso ye beka. Ofiate hey. Okan japade book awo no printi ye. Dinis bottom sika ko printi ye. Edition moto mu na mo mu. Enna mo mu ko all over the Ghana oman maame obi anti no obi anka no. Papa we say that me wa ben maame so kasa da otie che na wutie na ase chese tamnishan so hie mu. Wasam na me ka no.
Obeta wo fa ase.
Sasam no maame yen ka ma ofi ase aguro ye de. Na kwan so se yi na mfa wo dan finfin a o se kwan ne tene. Ofi ase na me ka wasam akere wo. Topic in the idea man wo can be come kind those days of fire me say se toda me ti go ho TV so na me minti show so na me tie na wo kan Japade document na ano ya e chen me so the way we see canon no I mean say we MPP ni you feel the pain you say papa it more dignity party wo di e boni say eno na modi ye na modi abedi mampan mu wi aso fa ya sanita no kwan na no okan Japade no mayanka mo Ibrahim mayanka bi sadna Azuma mining company said and dia ho nsensem woni wonu anom se maje yi wa mo dikrata aba se mo boa o mo fama mo wi akire won fa die enim die asiese mo ma yusu friends yi of ana o se mo kan se let no me no bo yusu what di ho komoda bi obi radio bibire so ene me waka ho asa o se let ne friends yi mami ene die yesi afa die o mienu anti asa ye duma social media kuru ya aso a di dimpani fo wo mai mu nyina atem enei sa kwan ne die idi ami say one penny mo bi emfa sa kwan ne so biem mami mampani behavior dey to abontin nei what demonstrated the clear Idi Amin in Ghana. Na mami chiro de nti America said the war ye ne declare Idi Amin. Idi Amin say freedom of speech there. On my baby what that freedom of speech, you know. But freedom after speech there, he Idi Amin cannot guarantee. Amen. Some mampani don't America no. Say as for freedom of speech in there, or no any problem, your freedom. But freedom after speech, you know, he don't Muhammad cannot guarantee. I know there's an enquete your mama, mame. Obi atena ready TV so didi sabe mampani atema ebinsi wiase da. Adidi IGP atem ya chene do tu ba IGP ka mu. Ye nche no. Wotu tu o mame, watam tu afaya ekoko IGP. Ye sakra pa de chew. Mame onu kra ye sakra pa de chew. I promise ni se e be ma na dwuma. Je wa fire to fire sanita no wo yanko brebo ye di to asi ni so nya me nko a na bulletproof ya enke hwere papa yi. Ya pa de chew. I don't support the insult on social media. Mame, men supported that. Some can't say so fire sanita no mo kasa in those days we MPP ni na atewa na ye mo hyehyem. I know how it feels. To me shen MPP ni bia kutupa so nkoye bi. We will deal with the issues. You be address it or how no money come no. Said you a name mame genyiro say hey enipa won money over 5,000 Ghana. Adani refugee one crowdfund so under John Dramani Mahama's watch 8 months in government. Mame 8 months in government too. And no jay problem. Social media na fe ya chichi nipa. Mampenesi nipa ewuo ewo bokono. Omo tutu obo IGP ka mu no and no nya ni problem. The problem they say want to mean guarantee freedom after speech. And yeah, we are your becho, papa no, wakane ho, papa no, we are our becho. Jafedie, you don't mind a kudruno. Mammy veteran hakabim. Obiara, one nam sa kwam bonny weso. Ede kasama John Dramani Mahama man be president neno. Bow your heads in shame. bow your heads in shame. Mame. The same social media. Abranti bi di dimpeni atem obi yesi uno. Edi judges atem. The same administration also want to mean guarantee freedom after speech, and guarantee protection. Edi ma Kevin Taylor. What the Beninum Gremu, I'm ya question the court case. A Robinson. The same Ateno. Now, Busa Jose, I didn't hear that die, Hosa. I'm so mindset man penny a gun of what Bamon. I didn't know that gun of Hosa. And I'm the Kaka say, Nankam any budget. A Brahman penny ko buys will be meaty more personal. The first thing I was inquiring and they say, or dear chop pay more thing. Emma Ghana for no Pam and Penny Dada, a Kufuado Achew. So a force on this one declare state of emergency. Send in your sanity. Oh, yeah, no a bomb and Penny Kufuado Basso. So why are they? Because insult upon insulter, you do what Tama Miami can't be, or could you talk black or can't be? Tim and Penny Kufuado Atem. Catcher and said Galam say, cause no, any. Aye, emojis. Aye, artwork. A canum. And then the same susukuru ano also the me and fence susu. Na wunnim na de bi susu mi a me de papa no meche watum. And no say nansa na me tie Ashanti former Ashanti regional chairman untumi. Na mani huna no waka wo yoko speech. Was say wa hu se wu ba. Fe wo na nanu ma wu no na wu hu obo. Wu hye nsama fo. E ho na say na de odi nipa be kwa akoto. Say ya kasenti. Mama me de me fu. What that statement no say. Say mampani eye for ya sanita no ye socialist. Kamini any problem. He's a communication expert. A communicator. And then what kind of kasa.
Thank you so much Nana Kwejeje Yabua. Mr. Tano.
Okay, no why me. No why me social media regulation. Also for us. First of all, social media. Almost started say creation of apps and no man. I bedroom pempen so cry emojis. Say high five, whatever. Say we say no you see a do what thumbs up no man. Ya chance ye shemra wo ho say obi no chat wo your friend say WhatsApp and any other na say o ne wo kasika sem bi ho anasa nsem bi fa project deals bi ho na say woman a thumbs up o ma shemra say it's a tacit agreement say the na nipa no woni na ka no
waji atum
ana waji atum this a kobane say we the contrary wa fomra now
a form of communication
exactly so that time any ho ye ha ye de nim say we ye won say thumbs up no we hear bibia what do you be at mama kan ye mama nkire wo ye ye oh if you akura setiti ye be say nipa no wo ye ne say na wambu ne say kura we nya ye say ya wodi na tem se woni ma wo ya kan ni bi se nipa ni jira ntenten no ho akura na se wonya de si ni say pe wodi na tem
opeso di na de opeso je no ye ni say
oh dabi
say dabi ma no to ye say dia ye nyen say wo ja che dia ko ba ye say dia tonsa
say ma me nya botre ye ya kan fo ye gana fo se ma me wo di obi atem na sa thumbs up na ye hu no ma me wo hwe me na me nche o mu ye no wanko kan say ye na se me no to na me ye wo say ya ma di watem se ni pa no ne kasa na bi abufu whatever it is
say abufu so they are fine but I say bia me no kasa na bia why you be I was sabas ba me kasa yeah why
you different and no why you say and no say
but what you say dia what did the panatem
depending on the circumstances
you see
apart from the
circumstances So obi here be wa kan mu na Ghana ha. Na so person man tom sapa. We ye say just why are they? Now we ye say this in anymore. What did I tell? Okay, let's accept depending on the circumstances. And you know model emra eba no.
Depending on the circumstances.
Into your emra eba regulatory way na. First no. You bedu watem ayewo science any facial expressions now where you do watem. And now your group putting into emojis ne normal. So person can be so before ada was so call. So and so I want to chat here. We bet me send no a caricature or emoji that shows Satan. Nobody bring aba. We daily abrabom ya translate into these emojis and enti omo say esese ya homra because edi amanfo nya ida to no na atemdidie no sara ne yakono and nkrofo adawroma. And if you want to give award to Obia ye be kasa twene Jonas and na wa be shase se yendi raw atemdidie raw no yen shase ye no ko shase fi baby owo no. Initially, that man for Ebuafu, Ebedum Pempeso, my man for who said, or family Anyesika. In fact, he propagated the Russia Africa, Ghana, Mencas Africa, but Ghana ha. Omo share content no need your year no attend the deal wrong. Omo say nipa piche. Nkofo so say Onyesika Efrim. And then why can't we also sit back and also start something like that? And on the Bema taught to say Ghana, to see even though I think the day I will hold that, but I bet yeah in a manner I use social media in a way you feel say we need money. We are creating content by insulting people. And I was happy about the president's response to the fact that the National Signals Bureau no, are going to monitor and regulate. Now, Mame, is it not ironic and that's painful? Say obi abone bra na wunnim ekwan of faso enya ade onyaye na wakotra social media wunni evidence na wadi na tem ro a kire na say na obi fi mo department ha men ka say ni TFM but despite media no ka bibia kire no say obeto nkrofo bi say omo ka me ho asem e wo fie fikasie mu aye na omo ka me ho asem na opie so na ogina ho tie sa e na osem boa asem na mo kananya no kure na say me I am involved into say any asem no na mo no mo kan keke because mo feel say power done into and I say this nipa defended me there say enye say power done into na say now this is the situation at stake into say unni evidence na wo kan obi ho asem wo gu ne ho fi nipa no oni ho ana nipa no later no akwa ko hu na ebie kropa enye no obehu na ne babie ko hu na yaso Ghana for na saka no se wo ka se obi didi u papa tem na se wo ko kan the same thing kire papa yes u didi na wu mom na wu di atem imagine se ya di watem ro se na wo ko kan kire wo papa se mahu we social media na so masisi say wo ha say as fem enti there's the need for regulation of this and I have said yeah, from mainstream new media. They are now part and parcel of the mainstream media. And it is important, say, you beya mra a better chimko for now no more yeno. Omo ebechaso. And I say minimizing. And they should understand that another can say, yenya Idi Amin dictator. President Mahama, a dictator. Now the other can another reference say. And yes, I will Idi Amin now can. Mobutu Seseku. He had the man in the bay. Anna yanka mu nyina ya de manso aka ho afa ya yanka ni nyina ya bone na kufu ado dia yo yanka ni nyina bone ya fa so kufu ado because on se ka dictatorship ono ni number 1 ono ne party for kura ka wontie ani ba bi odi ye ko share ye awu ho akire wi enne mframa papa ebo awu se noma etutu yi no enne wo be gina ho aka se President Mahama patch say the freedom of speech you have it but after no and it is true. After no, if you have had a responsible a freedom of speech, how would anybody chase you? But if you are irresponsible in your speech, then there's the need for that. Say nobody. The IPs and whatever address now. Because I know, say when you go into this certain sites, or maybe some age But be an ancestor who call at a certain age, they will restrict you. You can't go there. You understand? And I was happy about that response. Your friend is saying, National Signals Bureau. So see, I am you should have said yes. You did your water bill, Sika. You didn't know for you. You may you should uncle Kati Deus. Not yet the Biama Israeli for. Not yet in Kayano Soko was a the Bima National Security. It is going to be an institutional. Yes, sanitizing. Not about regulatory in tantrums in across the social media spectrum. Okay. Now, civility and privilege. It is better we start it now. They say a journey with 1,000 miles begins with a step. Did you actually that now see Nemrano? Yes, see going forward, no, we achieve something better in the
near. And then the MAAME ambulance and near different nipa wu. Ya sanita no moderator we.
Oh.
Won't ye? And that my draw online. Ambulance. MAAME.
Wrap up, MAAME.
MAAME, where at the Ghana Police Service for website.
Wrap up, MAAME.
Okay, by even under MPP, it happened plenty times.
No, normally cement. Bashiru, wrap up, MAAME time.
Nana.
Under 1 minute.
I buy Papa Bar. Na nyoma papa so ACC so eba. Na ya ga say media no. Say na maka no earlier on say. Won't me ka say we media personality who can you pay bia. Sa signal bureau me bra ya waka no.
Wrap up.
Yes, me wrap up. Sa signal bureau na waka no. Say first no mo de omonya sika no mo de achiche. No mo de adi. You see Andy Sabine say we are going to use those monies no to make sure we sanitize our media. In fact, to protect our children and also the mainstream media and also so that we can all be in line with the proper media practices.
Thank you. Nana came back to wrap.
MAAME? Yes, sorry, no. Asamba akupenda mdija Ghana for. Said you be a woye biano. Kai said that you will be who akonta. As I say, and I'm share Ghana for boy of your baby or TV. Now bedin had the atrocity ya. Ijamu menyame. Aye.
That's it.
Na minimum bedi.
That's no.
Babe. Bedi minim say aban papa aba. Aban so etie. Aban no waso tie. Otie asem. Nti titu galam say ye kan ho asem say state of emergency no. Obi abuafu institutions abuafu individuals ye abuafu no. I want to believe so me trust no more dream ho akwachire say. Can we sit down now vote be ye Ghana for the May? Let 2028 abe reduce one. The 2028 abe better no. The vote that NDC will use to win must be overwhelming above what they had in 2024.
Okay.
Until do the right things, listen to us and make sure say no man will be a yeka AD which is clear in the public domain say AD will be implemented.
That's it. Asadaka Senkoma Dramani Bashiru Amantana of the NDC Nana Kwajeje Yabua Nana KNPP Afi Mr. Yawa Sanitano political analyst Wadaro man obeboy my discussions yede ebremo Abusiafo we dey mo fan chem ye bre no aye be ya me ya dumu a ebunada me ba me ma mo kwan pa na motimi aka mo boso asem Aseda Kasian Koma production crew Jordan me Admajero Saj my friend Ma and Afi Abdullahi Dasmani and na dem bod Dasmani abaso ya no de masim no adwane agam ye akoda be ni and na dem makana pem ha thank you